Audio on. Hello, Pat with 54 months. Woo! Hello, everyone.
Wait,
Hello.
what the fuck? Has the channel been around for that long?
Indeed. And, bro, that's how long Pat's been subscribing, which means that has to be after the period through which we could receive
Ah!
subscribers.
Why is my
Or
Twitch in
longer.
dark mode? Why is it in light mode? What the fuck?
You give it into the darkness in your heart.
Ah! Nope, nope, nope. Dark theme. There you go. Okay, now everything's okay. Everything's okay now, guys.
So, welcome to High Road. Last time on, our party defeated an evil pirate lord who seemed to have some sort of a strange relationship with a ghost. Ooh. Having defeated them and recruited some buddies, they are now headed off with a veritable fleet of 4 ships and a lot of friends and weapons in tow.
And some maybe not friend. We're not sure yet.
Indeed.
We're straight up prisoners.
And with that, you know, a I think last time I said the island is on the horizon, but let me put it this way: you all have a moment to rest up and reflect, cough cough, long rest before pressing on to the adventure ahead. As you know, the island is just over the horizon line.
And read over our character sheets again.
Yeah. So if
Is it a
anybody
long
has
rest?
yes, you can get a long rest. And basically, does
joking.
anybody want to do anything? Put it in chat if you'd like to avoid bundling up, but just like anything you'd want to be sure to do, and if anybody wants to do any change to the administration of like where people are stationed or anything, now would be the time. Although I assume you're just gonna keep on with how it is.
Yeah, I would like to learn how to long rest again.
I think there's a button at the
It's
top
right
of
next
that.
to your level.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
there it
there's
is.
a camp icon.
Yeah. The little
Like, where's
triangle.
this stupid button?
Yeah, I just
Um,
found it by like looking.
Where's Lumi?
by like looking around that area. What are these dots?
Lumi?
Oh, this is how I adjust my exhaustion levels. That's cool.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, we went over this last time too, but then again, the last time was a while ago.
I don't think I knew what you were talking about. I didn't know there were
Yeah.
like dots next to my armor class that I could just like press and then press exhaustion
And
levels.
the trend continues
Oh my
that if I
gosh.
have something come up that I can't join High Road for, usually something else comes up that makes High Road canceled.
The
Yeah.
trend.
Because that was the last couple weeks.
Um. Oh, yeah, you said you wanted to type this.
I mean, if nobody else seems to be jonesing for you, so you could just spit it if that's gonna be faster.
Kabancho's gonna try to work with the rubber blade in a different perspective. Unfortunate, like last time,
Mm-hmm.
Kabancho got new insight
Mm-hmm.
on the rubber blade and a little bit of its history, but Shin doesn't remember what that was. And I can't find it written down anywhere on my character sheet.
I
So
believe that you learned
I don't
about
have that.
the mastering of the rubber blade by Akechi and how he kept it from acting up so much.
hmm But if I remember correctly, Akechi was basically starving it until necessary, and Kabancho wants to go a different route than starving it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, so he's going to give it that opportunity to strike down the unrighteous foe. So you're gonna go like
That
below
leaves me in
decks.
control, but I
Yeah.
treat it as an equal, basically, as like the kind of direction that Kabancho wants to move forward with.
Yes. So Kabancho is where is Kabancho on this fucking
This
map?
can't possibly backfire
Uh,
ever.
Yeah, no, clearly not. Like,
You hanging off the edge of the deck? Are you at the upper? Oh, you're 15 feet up. I see. You shouldn't be.
no cursed weapon that talks to you ever backfires.
Yeah. So you spend more time like meditating below decks with the rubber blade.
I
it
am not
technically
on this
cursed?
ship.
Right.
Uh,
Technically speaking, you
Technically, we
are
never
somewhere?
confirmed it is quote unquote cursed. It's got a blood spirit or something
It is
that
related.
isn't quite a curse.
It is related to a neutral divine word. Is what you learned. So not heavenly, but also not hell associated.
It's effectively a curse weapon. It talks
Wait,
to you.
are we talking about Kombancha or are we talking about Tento?
Kabancho's sword. So,
Oh, okay.
Look, if we're talking about curses, we could talk about the whole group.
yeah, so Kabancho,
Yeah.
you're off on another ship. That's not the ship you're on either. You're on the Balancer,
Yeah.
but we know that. So the group, the fleet. You look around and you see that despite winning victory in the last naval battle against both of the other ships, you do find yourselves, slightly worse for wear. The ablative armor managed to keep the fair trade going. The Silkinger remains under Cabancho's able command, and some of those pirates you've recruited have proven very loyal and shown themselves useful. Captain Jantuli McCraggan's flycut is unwounded, and as an important note, the Mannergonger, the Fair Trade 2, is like on death's door. It is a stiff breeze could reopen the flooding of the Mannergonger. So, this is how the fleet finds itself ahead of arriving at the main island. It has been a night through which you slept. The guards ensure that nothing goes wrong with your prisoners or your new recruits, and everything, generally speaking, seems fine. Although, Lonnie, guess what?
Of course, Lonnie doesn't get to
You,
relax.
You're in the open water.
Guess what? You get a full night's sleep. Nothing happens.
you find yourself, oh shit, it's locked? Unlock that shit.
What? Restful sleep? Lonnie and me? Never.
So, you find yourself in a dream. You've had several dreams that seems to run on this same theme. And again, there is water below you, a whirlpool. And again, you see Tylara the Moonstruck, who gazes upon you with something between jealousy and awe. And this time, something's different. She turns to speak to you, and it feels almost like she's there.
Hey Lee, can you do me a favor and type the name in chat so I can remember how to what the character's name is?
Yeah. So,
Appreciate it.
this is inappropriate music for this dream sequence, but yeah. So, you gaze upon her. The wind and saltwater laps upon broken boards beneath you, and you see that the water has been cut with a red wake, and there is smoke, and you feel scattered. When you look around for everyone you're expecting around you, they've all been flung far from you. And she looks at you, and she simply says, "You ready to embrace destiny?"
It depends on what it entails.
She snarls at you and spits on the deck and says, "Of course, it should have been me." And with that, you're not sure what happens, but you see a giant crab claw break through the deck. It opens, and you see a golden chalice that radiates with a red glow. Roll me a wisdom save. It is magical in nature.
Wait, no. Oh, there's the saves. Okay.
You feel like there is something immediate. While you're not familiar with this concept, it almost feels as if though the magic item is present in the dream. Like, if you got control of it in the dream, you could use the magic item, despite not being awake. Some true fragment of its essence is mirrored here, and you feel it trying to overwhelm you. You hear the whisperings of power. and you see blood, but it tastes of iron in your mouth because you feel a deep familiarity with it. You remember the vampires you faced in Iscadonia, their strange mechanisms and some of them vile ways. You witnessing this, feel something inherently draining about the device. But a red wave of light wipes out, and in that moment, you wake up in a hammock as Lumi is like hugging at you. And you hear above on the deck people saying, "The island! We have full view of the island! Yay!" As, various cheers go up, and everybody rushes about to their quarters, and there is a great excitement all about the ship. Oh my god, Pat. So, everybody is running all over their ships, and it seems that Treadfar is practically giddy with excitement as Keiko on the forecastle begins to guide the ship in. You all get to the deck, and pretty quickly you see that there is the cliffs, but you see other masts. You see 3 sets of masts, smoke, fire, and realize very quickly one of those sets of masts is sinking. Here's to go alone for everyone. I'll keep that in mind as this unfurls. So, you guys call... Is this the one? So yeah, you realize quickly that there appears to be a naval battle going down. Does anybody have any, what immediately happens is that Keiko calls out for Skytreader to go, scope out what's happening. As he flies out, does anybody do anything?
Lee always sees a black screen.
Oh.
You don't have tokens with vision.
Oh, that's probably what it is, yeah. You know what? This is a good party token moment. Boop. Okay, do you see now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, and I will pop out a little Kaban show just to remind ourselves that he is
Wait,
not...
it's been 2 months since we last played.
Oh god, I don't know.
No, it's been that long.
I
think it's
have
been
it.
a month.
I have it marked as 7/1/24. Called the C23, and that's the last VOD I see.
The second to last one might not have been saved, or the very last one might not have been saved as well, because I usually save them the next week when I'm streaming. But yeah, it's been a long time. So, you find yourselves on the water. You see Treadfar is pointing out and, almost babbling as they say, "My goodness, and it must be the tower from which the volcano, oh my goodness. The Black Red Palace must be nearby, but this is it. This is the heart of the Obsidian Dwarves Empire, my goodness. The implications." And Treadfar almost looks to the left warily. But what they are thinking is not immediately clear. What is the party doing as Skyturner flies out to garner information? You are
How
approximately...
far is he flying? Oh my goodness.
You're approximately 2,200 feet from these events. Skyturner is, flying pretty fast, but over a period of time. A plot-sensitive period of time.
I don't think I ever remember asking this, but is this a common island? Is this where people live, or?
No, people know about this island because there is a village somewhere on this island that does some amount of trade with other local villages, but they do not disclose where their island is. Treadfar has discovered this island using charts and lots of research. which makes it very strange that there are 3 other ships here right
Yeah,
now.
that's what I was gonna say.
That being
Like,
said,
I only see
you
2 on
do
the
know-
It
ship.
could be their ships though.
It's known that harpies operate out of this island. So
Lonnie's going to start doing the scrying thing, the eye thing, the ritual.
mhm.
So it's gonna be a long 10 minutes for Lonnie.
So,
Are we
uh,
parked, quote unquote?
No, your ships are in motion, unless you were going to try and have them not be in motion. But that would be you'd have to, like, I mean, right now, Keiko is bringing the ships. She's kind of like saying, Sly Cut, go this way, and everybody else kind of break a little so you can stay to the outside so you don't get caught in this. But technically speaking, you could do lots of other things as well.
I think the Sokinger is gonna try to just be a body between the Managongar and the island,
Mm-hmm.
just because it is on its last leg, and so that Kabancha could potentially teleport onto the Managongar to try to help his drowning friends.
Or teleport away and just leave the recently acquired pirates to their death.
Casey, you're not supposed
No,
to
the
say that
pirates are
out
on the ship that are
loud.
healthy.
Oh.
The main crew is
we-
on the ship that's almost dead.
Yes.
Oh.
Wait, you guys are.
Yes, Darren.
These 3 ships here, are they fighting or are they just chilling? Or you said they have something
There's
burning?
fire and smoke and 2 sets of when waiting party. When it's so good to see you, Wan. It's been so long. We're back at the style of little D&D. It's great to see thee. How is the art? How is the creature design? How is everything? Shout out to shout you out. And yeah, so you don't know yet. You haven't seen it, like, because bear in mind, there are multiple tall cliffs and thick jungle between you and what's going on. The main reason you know something bad is going on is there's smoke and 1 set of masts is obviously falling to the water. So I mean, yeah, this could all be a horrible accident for all you know. Cough, 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 cough. I'm
I guess I would
coughing.
ask Treadfar, like, do you have any idea
They say
if other people know about this place?
it's very strange. I suppose other people could have come to the same conclusions, but I've jealously guarded the charts, perhaps via some scrying magic, or, I mean, obviously someone could have just followed back the fishermen, but, or the harpies. Yes, perhaps. Wait a minute. Where are the harpies? This battle is happening. Whatever's happening is happening right on their doorstep. I don't like any of this. Bedfar says, looking around. And you would note that there is a dark storm cloud. It's small, but it's small into the west. But Fedfar's eyes almost fixate on it.
If there are harpies out there, is it okay for Sky Turn to be out there like that?
And Treadfar scratches their horn and says, honestly, I don't know.
Is Lonnie able to like speak at all, or is she just like, or like, and does she hear this conversation, or is she just like completely focused?
You hear it. I think you've at the very least heard during the ritual before. I want to say that you mostly just speak to say stop bothering me during the ritual. So
Lonnie is going to take a pause. Well, actually,
Why would you
no, did
ever want to
anyone
say that
point
to
out-
anyone?
no one pointed out the cloud verbally, right?
nobody said anything about it. Treadfar is
Never
just
mind.
really focusing on it. Yeah,
I
so
can't say shit.
So, Kabancho, you're leading the Ballinger in, and you're giving the order that, like, we're going to cover for the Manor Gonger, and the party is mostly aboard the main ship. You have your reformed witch leading the cog, and the Manor Gonger is here, and the situation is, evolving. You don't have Treadfar's report yet. Zion, what are you doing while all of this is beginning to heat up? Are you getting on the dwarvish gun? Are you doing anything else like that?
Mm,
Just scoping it out?
yeah, I'll get on the gun.
Alright, so you're back on the gun and you're ready to start letting loose through the runic cannon the moment things pop off, you get a clear shot. Meanwhile, Tento, Give me a perception with advantage to use your spyglass to scope out the shore. And important question: which part of the shore are you scoping out in particular? Like, which direction are you looking? Are you looking at this islet, this coast?
In like this, like, oh, I do not mean to touch the token. I cannot put it where I got it.
It's fine.
I want to look at like this general area, like where I see like the
Yeah. So
like
you're
this space here.
you're trying to get a glimpse, and you do see something weird. You see that in the water, you occasionally see ripples of red. Roll me an int save.
A
Oh.
save?
Yeah, an int save.
I got this, guys. Tental's a very smart little boy.
Aren't you
Yeah.
actually proficient in instinct?
Hey,
No, that's an
No.
ability check.
Darren, you hit ability check, not save.
Oh,
I mean, yes,
but I
Are
mean,
you-
you still rolled a 19.
Are you proficient in saves?
did I hit the wrong button? How
Mhm.
do I hit saves again?
It's below your stats.
hey, don't you remember a weapon that cut water such that it bled when it was swung? Wasn't it wielded by someone who said that they were a pirate? Huh. What a strange coincidence. Anyway, while you're like scoping
I
out
see
the
them now.
area,
It is +5. Yeah, I am proficient.
Yeah, I was like, I remember rogues having a pretty useless mental save. I want to say it might be.
you know two
I-
things. You can't
I
get
don't
a
have
lot out of
permission to
this
look
shit.
at this item.
On some of those, you do notice something actually, because in part because like this guy reminds you of your friend, but you realize it's not him. You see a blork flying over the battle with a cleaver in hand. Not only that, you note that there appears to be some sort of ruin, like maybe a ruined stone village of some sort high up in this cliff, and also there's very obviously a lot of fucking harpies in this tower. I mean, a lot of fucking harpies in this tower. You see them poking out of this strange, like, bleached, yellowed and whited structure, and they're all, like stanced up really close together. Like, they're prepared to perhaps burst forth at a moment's notice.
As I was saying, are like they prepared to like? Are they defending or are they preparing to like dash
It
at
looks like they're ready
whatever
to
gets
dive.
closest?
It looks like they're ready to
Okay.
dive. And yeah, you can see some people up in those Managongers. You can tell enough to know those are Grail pirates. You see the red and gold banner, and you see some of their outfits. And you see some of them with guns, and you see some of them with strange powers, red lightning dancing from their hands. Some of the crewmates who they were kept, shall we say, perhaps more below decks when you saw them visiting ports earlier, who seem frankly warped, obviously once human, but now different.
And as a reminder,
Important side note, that looks like a Managonger and a Bagliano. That's just because I don't have icon art of the ships that they actually are yet, but they are roughly the same size class, so they're a close indication.
Okay.
so as a reminder, the grill pirates are the ones that had the fishy power that seemed to be either extending life or reviving people.
Yeah, and
They were the pirates that were going to be hired as mercenaries until we interrupted that at our apprentice druid's island. And other than that, we've only had like curt reactions or interactions with them so far, but nothing like would make us hostile, right?
Yeah, you have.
Did everyone
Besides the
else?
fact that they have rumors
Yeah,
of
I
being,
mean,
you know,
you've been in port with these people and you didn't start killing each other. I mean, you're not presently in combat
Or
against
I
them.
don't know, maybe Lonnie's had dreams that she's totally talked about with people.
Wait, have you actually shared about Drowned Tyla? Or sorry, fuck, Tylara? Ignore everything I just said.
She's at least shared it with Keiko. I wanna say Treadford might have been in the room. I don't remember who else was in the
Okay.
But
So
she-
not anyone in the immediate party.
I
you know
legitimately
stuff.
don't remember if you guys were there.
but either way, our previous interaction with them hasn't been we're instantly hostile to them. Besides the fact that we've heard
Yeah.
rumors of they are ill will, and potentially something from Lonnie in her premonitions.
Was
Dreams?
what were the Grail pirates in that like weird vision that like they were all there for like recounting the stories thing? Was were they part of that at all?
I think that they were part of one of the weird dreams. I can't remember exactly what they did, but you've seen them in your dreams. Let's put it that way. Lonnie has definitely seen Grail pirates in her dreams.
She has been. She is not like to tell the whole group tell the whole crew kind of deal, but she has not been keeping this as hidden because she's legitimately concerned.
Mhm.
And any info, which is why like she was sharing it with Keiko and Fred Farr, and then it sounded like they were spreading even more concerns. Like, okay, so this is a thing, and
I guess
yeah.
I'll tell the crew before Sky turn because like I think we're dealing with some Grail pirates. What the fuck did you call this flying guy again?
So you know that he's a Blork. You had a friend who was a Blork, although he was from a different dimension. So maybe this guy is too. You're not sure.
Is that what his species name was? Blork? I don't remember.
So technically speaking, they're actually blue orc is how it's shortened because like they're orcs with wings and they're blue. But
Okay.
actually,
I just never knew that was what they were called.
I mean, it's a colloquialism. What's the? Now I can't find it. Rain of Roses campaign setting. Dermas Personae.
I mean, it sounds like a Warhammer name. A Warhammer 40k name.
Oh yeah.
A Blork.
What do blue orcs have? Huh? What's their special ability?
Well,
I know they have something. They get colored differently. They do different things when they're colored.
But not everything's a slime, okay?
They're just shiny.
they're the shiny orc.
Oh, it's like
So humanoids do something different if they're colored.
the orcs.
Is that
in
what I
Warhammer.
heard?
The orcs in Warhammer, they do different things when they're colored. Like a purple one is stealth. The
I don't know.
joke
Orcs
is,
are orcs, so they all more or less do the same thing.
It's just a
Just
shiny.
some of them
Never heard
stand
that?
out. No.
oh yeah, like if they paint themselves, they believe if they paint themselves a certain color, they have different
They
abilities.
paint things red, they go faster and shit like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like that
that's
kind
what you
of
mean. I thought you meant
Oh,
like
okay, it's not
skin.
because they're born. Okay.
they're all.
I
No,
thought you were
I
talking about
said,
skin.
I said,
They're all
I said
green in that
paint.
universe.
I said
I
paint.
missed that part completely.
Yeah, no,
I
I
did
did
say
not. I
paint.
did not
Sounded-
hear paint
It
until
was
recently.
it was sounding much more suspect.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I was
They
like,
paint
are you saying that
themselves.
humanoids do something different when they're colored? Because
It was.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so
Anywho.
actually, they are Bunak. The Bunak is the name of the brood of orc to which they belong. Important point being, it's not your friend, but he does look similar. Because he's also
Anyway.
blue and flies.
if Lonnie hears the Grail Pirates, Lonnie is going to stop what she was doing, and I guess
think
try
This
to
is-
grab the spyglass from Tento.
All right, so you start to grab at it. Tento, do you resist?
What? Here? No, you interrupted me, Lonnie. That's very rude of you.
All right,
That's
so
the person that
Lonnie,
says, hey Lonnie, hey
Lonnie,
Lonnie, hey
Lonnie, to
Lonnie.
get hold of the spyglass, what do you do with it? You try and look over at the ships?
Lonnie's gonna look in the same direction that Tento did.
All right, give me a perception with advantage because you're using a spyglass.
I'll just go off. I'll just keep telling them, like, well, you know, they keep, it looks like there's Grail Pirates, looks like they're causing troubles. And it looks like the Harpies that are known in this area are just chilling on
So
that
by the
tower.
time you get it from him, this cliff is starting to really be in the way of the line of sight, and you mostly see that Sky Turner is diving fast after you see a red trail of a red powder powered gunshot going by. Jack, thank you for the Water of the Lee.
Diving fast at an unnatural rate, or diving fast as in wings are folded in and is clearly maneuvering?
Looks maneuvering.
Okay. Because there's two different types of diving fast.
Yeah, so Sky Turner is starting to turn around. Shots are being fired. The slide cut is maneuvering the channel. And around this point in time, the main thing you can see is the sky, really, and you lose line of sight on the ships for the moment, and Sky Turner starts to fly back.
Lonnie wants to summon the pixies and ask one of them to make her fly.
All right, so the swarm appears, and you want to get fly on you, correct?
Yeah.
All right. And where do you want to go? So
Straight up.
Right, and there's like a fly ability icon or something I think you can put on yourself. Hopefully that module is still activated.
Ooh, I do not see that icon anymore.
Fuck, it might. I had horrible issues and had to disable a bunch of the modules. I know that the current configuration works. I can slowly try and turn back on it. But the problem is,
I mean, we still have the base icons. We can just use
Yeah.
one of those, and that
Oh,
one
yeah.
had to fly.
Fine status.
yeah, but it's nice to be able to just like it. Anyway, so yeah, Lonnie, you whip out the pixies and you get fly cast on you. What do you do from there?
Yeah, she's flying straight up and she is just desperately searching the deck of the ship for a familiar.
Hmm.
She's a winter elf, right?
Yeah, so you're looking for a familiar face, and you see there's this one larger ship, this one smaller ship, and this one sinking ship. You see a few faces, but most importantly, when you get up into the air, you recognize a bunch of familiar faces. Let me just really quickly configure this and give you light. Bam! So you see the cause of that red light earlier is that Zhu is on the deck with her party, one smuggler surviving outside the main crew, magic flying, as the pirates seem to have completely destroyed whatever ship she was on, and they are presently resisting attempts to literally board, like, the sinking wreckage as they shout to each other. You're too far out to hear anything that's going on, but you see that the smuggling crew from the swamp arc is there, presently getting their shit torn apart. In addition to
Holy
seeing
shit.
Kortog, who is, like flying overhead menacing them, but unwilling to come in and land. You see more boy rats of the Grail pirates. In particular, you see a woman who meets the description of Grace the Golden. She's wielding two pure meld blades. They look like perhaps longer, more elaborate versions of the things Tento uses. And you see on the deck of the other ship, Seiku. Or you see a man with a book and a grail. The book in front of him almost seems to float near his hand, a golden light emanating from around it. Red liquid, perhaps blood, swirls out of the grail, and you see a magical aura all around him. You see one of his crewmates is presently getting up and ripping an arrow out of his heart, dropping it on the deck, and like the exposed heart cavity is stitching itself shut as that red energy pulses on him. But it's yeah, you feel give me an insight. Lonnie.
Give me like 2 seconds. Okay.
Lonnie, you don't know. You don't know what's really going on here, other than it looks like some people who you ended on not hostile terms with seem to be getting absolutely fucked up by the Grail pirates, and you can tell that both Grace and Seiku at least seem like they're really important pirate captains. Like maybe they're the two people in charge. And that's more or less what you derive from this, and you think that yeah. So we come back, and more or less, like Sky Turner like comes screaming back on, squawks, and says, "Ah, pirates, Grail pirates, they're taking the ship, they've sunk it. Ah, there's more movement in the waters, lots of movement in the waters. I think the harpies are ready to dive too. Ah. I think that this whole place is about to be very dangerous." And this snaps Treadfar out of it. You see Treadfar is still looking at that storm cloud that's gotten a little closer and a little wider. And Treadfar says, "This is terrible. Captain Keiko, what are we to do?" And Keiko says, "We can't risk bringing the fleet into this. We don't have a... But they're pirates, damn it." And she slams the railing, and She looks at Tento, Lonnie, and Zion, and she says,
Lonnie all the way up there.
she looks at Zion. Yeah, never mind. She looks at Zion and Tento and says, "We can't just let this happen." And Sky Trader says, "Rawr, they could be other pirates. I don't know." And
Mind. Why were the? It's not like.
Are you back down?
No, I'm just trying to like. Lonnie would probably become well if she feels like she has sufficiently searched the two non-sunken ships or whatever for Tylara,
Yeah,
then
you don't-
she would
Mhm.
come down. But remind me why didn't we have any quarrel with the smugglers again? Like they thought that we were trying to steal their stuff.
Yeah, that they temporarily thought that you guys were like ambushing them because you were either with the law or you were rival smugglers. And then after that ended, you should have, struck a peace and you let them go their way. And they told you about the location of their smuggler caches throughout the swamp in exchange.
Oh yeah. All right. I mean,
As far as you know, they're just smugglers. They don't kill people. They just move
Yeah.
goods illegally.
smuggle. It is.
Yeah,
Sorry, go on.
when Lonnie lands, Lonnie's gonna be like, the real pirates are using some really weird magic, and also the ship that sunk belongs to the smuggler we met in the swamp.
Isn't that a little far from here?
Yeah, but so are you.
She said
That's
that
true.
she said that she was a pirate. Right?
Oh yeah, that's
Like,
right. She's
well,
like a
sorry.
pirate.
The greatest
Oh,
She's
pirate.
like
actually,
a
no. I
pirate
think
queen.
I think Lonnie would say like she said that she owned a ship.
Did she also say she was like a pirate queen that was like wanted on the other side of the continent or something? If I remember correctly, am I crazy?
Keiko
I
says,
feel like-
wait, so she is a pirate. All right, then. We can just let them pick each other apart. But Dreadfar.
I
this
don't think there's much picking each other apart. Seems very one-sided right now.
And she bites her lip and she looks at Treadfar. And Treadfar has come over by this point. And they say, yes, yes, here's the important point. If they're here, they're probably here for the San Harpy Heart. It has potential longevity principles or properties. And Treadfar looks up at the storm cloud and says, "Does that storm cloud look strange to anyone else?" No, listen, not important. Here's the problem. If the Grail Pirates are here, they're here for the same thing that we are, almost certainly. If they're in the middle of battle right now and we strike, we could have a decisive advantage. We'll lose if we wait. But we would be initiating hostilities, and that might be a terrible mistake if I'm wrong. Or if I'm right. Redfar is holding their horns and saying, I never intended for this to become a military expedition.
Lonnie is gonna shove the glass back at Tento to free up her hands, and is casting Druid Graph to
I mean,
just check a weather forecast casually.
Zion! It seems strikingly familiar. Roll an insight with advantage as you think that.
I mean, if they're after the same thing, it would probably be the best for us. I agree that the fact it'd probably be best for us to attack right now in the midst of this chaos.
And Druidcraft is really fast, right? It's like one action.
Yes.
No storm. That cloud is completely unexplained in the weather forecast.
Hey, Treadfar.
Yes, Lonnie. Do you have any theories about battle and diplomacy with pirates? I could really use some right now.
No, but I would like to know was it a devil or a demon?
It was a greater demon, the progenitor. And Zion, you are certain that is almost exactly what the progenitor's arrival looked like last time.
Demon always come in a storm cloud.
The demon and Zion's, rather, Treadfar's jaw drops. They look back. They look at everyone else and they say, "Oh no, Oh no, we need to go east. We need to get to the east of the island now. If the storm breaks on us, and Kyrak says, if it is a demon, we will have to cut it out of the sky. And everybody else is running around. Gregorio says, we're not equipped with anything to shoot down a demon. And Barbell's running around as everybody beats to quarters and try to get what cannons you guys have ready to go. And
Jesus, all right. Is that cloud actually coming towards us?
as you look at it, it does look like it looks like it's coming towards the island. It looks broad like it's coming towards the island. It's a cloud. It's hard to be certain, but
That's fair.
it's headed your way. It's gotten closer. It's gotten larger. That's for certain.
How does it know where you are? How like accurate is it?
Treadfar is biting their nails, and they're saying, well, let's just say it has a good sense of. I saw something. I saw something when we was looking around earlier. And this is just a theory, but it looked like there was a structure associated with it. I think there could be a structure associated with the demon on the island. Maybe it's just going to the structure. Maybe it's not coming after me. We just need to get out of its way. And Treadfar almost seems like... I mean, you can roll me an insight with advantage here, but, you know... Treadfar looks really ruffled, really, really frazzled compared to their usual, fairly collected demeanor.
He is gonna believe Treadfar, because why would Treadfar lie?
Centaur. Treadfar is in denial. Treadfar is in denial and does not want to admit... Treadfar has said things about Treadfar's relationship to the demon previously, but Treadfar doesn't really want to go all the way and tell you something that is probably pretty pertinent right
I got Trefar.
Centaur.
You need to tell us something.
Treadfar's looking back and forth.
Don't. This is vital information. It could help us.
My blood. The progenitor is tracking me.
Oh.
How accurately
Why?
can it track you, though?
Treadfar says,
Why?
because it wants to... It fairly accurate, depends on how much it wants to focus. But if I'm right about that structure or something else it wants, I mean... I'm not sure, but it's a very powerful demon, and we're out of the protection of the Soronetto.
Why does it want your blood?
It doesn't want my blood, it wants all of me.
Okay. But, like, why?
Because, and as that, as you're about to strike deeper on that chord, the ships have proceeded, southerly a bit, and the Silkinger continues to run interference. The Lonnie and Skyturner so need to be independent tokens right now. And you guys are coming around the side, right? And Kabancho, you note something in the water. First of all, you note that there's a significant cave entrance to your north, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because your pirates point out, and one of the pirates says, "There's movement in the water." And you can't help but notice a very alluring figure, actually. And there's something strange, but you see one of the people of the deep, but they don't look quite like they usually would. It's a Fukai Raiku, though, and you've talked to people, and you've made plans for doing business with them.
Mm-hmm.
But this person looks a little different. Roll me an Arcana to recognize what's going on here.
Not bad, not bad.
So you know that this person is a siren. And you know that it's more or less a ritual transformation that can happen. More or less, it's almost like when a merfolk becomes a nymph. They in particular become sirens. And she unleashes a song which your crew begins to react to. By which I mean everyone's like, "Whoa, Captain! The music!" And Vairabi herself is she's wise. In fact, you know that all of your NPCs seem like they've grown a bit as people, and
So they get a level up, but we
they
don't.
get a level, but you don't. That's right. And so
Look, you know that lower levels require less EXP to level up.
yeah, exactly. So she makes a saving throw, which she has advantage. Oh yeah, she fails even with advantage, and she says, "Captain, what's that?" And the Ballinger starts to coast hard, and you note in the water. Actually, what's your passive perception?
It is. It used to be very
I think it's
easy to look
11.
at. Yes, it is 11.
Okay, roll me a. Would you look in the water at this
Oh
point?
wait.
What's
Oh no, wait. I have something that ups my.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Your wisdom.
I have something upset. It's 13 now.
Okay. Let me see something really quick then.
It used to be 10.
What? What? Who used to be 10?
Roll me a perception if you want to really, because before they started to get loopy from the song, they gave you yeah, you don't see shit. Roll me a wisdom. Roll me a wisdom save, Cabancho.
Compancho's very wise, right?
Those
Do
are
I get
the
any
roles we
bonuses for like
know.
investigating? Do I get any
Oh, really?
bonus from previously investigating these people and learning about them, or not really?
You have investigated a lot about like their business culture and whether or not they would be willing to buy things, and you have trade goods that are very appealing to them. Not in the hold of this ship, but you have trade goods which would be very valuable to trade with them. But roll me Arcana to see if you really brushed up. I don't think you explicitly brushed up on the sirens in particular.
No, I'm rolling horribly, except for that one roll.
Okay. Cabancho, you see absolutely no reason. You become charmed, and you see absolutely no reason why you shouldn't let the crew continue to sail the Ballinger hard onto the shore. Meanwhile, everybody else notices there's a strange. You don't not close enough for it, but you guys see the Ballinger is starting to turn into the water, and also that, the people from this like wreck seem to be trying to get to. You see, based on the red weight, that Zoo has managed to lead her people, like, kind of like in rafts, paddling what's left of their boats, to this island that almost seems like it's a graveyard. Like, there's patches of grass and dirt and a bunch of bone. Like, cracked and strewn bone all over this island that she's at. Doesn't look like a good place to be. And, yeah, so you guys are coming around, and I would point out... Zion. You guys haven't begun hostilities yet, other than, well, actually, kind of. They shot at one of your guys. You have a shot at either of these ships, although it's precarious unless the ship turns left. But for now, you have a shot. I don't know if you're taking it yet, but you could. And, yeah, Lonnie, give me those knowledge checks.
Lonnie wants to know if polymorph will change the blood of the target, and Lonnie also wants to try to recall if she's learned anything about how demons may track blood.
You just know.
Or their queries.
You just know that polymorph will change the blood composition. Like if you change to something with acid blood, it will burn people. And like, yeah, that blood isn't good for blood-based scrying and shit afterwards.
Okay, Lonnie's is personally like focused in on Treadfar stuff. So Lonnie wants to do stuff with Treadfar, but I don't know if other stuff is going on.
Sure. You can roll me an Arcana to know about that the demon blood stuff. And Zion, you see, it looks like in the water, there are a bunch of guys who look more or less like this, who are like swimming out and they seem to be trying to get towards the shipwreck. But now that the Ballinger is here, they're kind of like, almost like they're piranhas in the water and there's been blood spilled. You know what I mean? They're percolating around the
Tento
island.
just
they're
asked out loud, I was
percolating
like, what
around
is
the
Kambacha
water.
doing?
Uh,
Is he turning
And it looks...
to shore?
Stuff in the water going towards his ship.
Is it friendly?
Doesn't look like it, no.
What is he doing? I think we need to go save Camacho, guys.
Can I just shoot into the cave?
Yeah, you could absolutely just take a blind shot into the cave.
What are you shooting?
Roll me an int check, I believe.
Into the
Are you shooting your fuck off cannon into the cave?
Yeah, the ruin
Yes.
into the cave.
When Lonnie gets a moment, Lonnie wants to
Mhm.
do things with Dreadfar.
Absolutely. So, Zion, you pump a shot of piping blue runic energy into the cave. It scars some of the rock, which bubbles up and like concrete melts its way down the side, and a bunch of Fukai Ryaku just like jump around, trying to get out of the way. A lot of them are falling back, and you can see like amidst the waters, the siren has resurfaced and is definitely directing people to like take defensive action against your ship. Meanwhile,
What is going...
on the deck of this ship, yeah. So Lonnie, you, Tento, and Treadfar kind of nearby each other as everybody else is sprinting around, beating off to quarters, getting ready for the coming battle.
Okay.
Treadfar's level. That's a good question. Treadfar says CR 0. That's not accurate.
Treadfar is a very
Treadfar is level
smart
7.
person for being level 0.
Treadfar is level 7.
Well, when Lonnie gets a chance, Lonnie wants to just like grab Treadfar and just say, "Please trust me."
Treadfar
Wait,
says,
before
"Why,
you
of
do
course,
anything-
Lonnie. Why
wait,
wouldn't I
before
trust?"
you do anything though?
And
And then
I guess Lonnie will dump out her water, her water skin or whatever, because that's the only container I can think of right now. Grab a dagger and draw it across Treadfar's. Actually, what place bleeds the fastest besides the neck?
I mean,
Her
like
wrists.
arteries, like yeah, wrists and like. Shoulder.
Lonnie
Are you trying to
will-
draw blood, or are you
Lonnie
trying to
will
drain blood?
Slit Treadfar's wrist and hold the water skin under it.
Roll me a dagger attack
What
to
the
see if you
fuck?
can artfully draw some blood without, causing a lot of damage.
Do I even have my dagger?
Do you have a dagger?
I do
Alright.
have daggers.
Your blade shoots out. It's like you're very short. You miss. You actually like stab Treadfar a little too much, and a lot of blood comes out. And it was
sorry.
and they grab
Oh
their
my
wrist.
gosh!
Lonnie,
Lonnie is going to immediately
Tento's
follow
freaking
up
out.
with a
He's
healing
like, what the
word.
fuck?
Mhm.
Lonnie's following up with the healing word. Which also I need to expend my earlier spell.
You heal the wrist, and
What is going on?
yeah. By the way, you guys know that the gun has been shot by Zion at a cave, and everyone is turning around, and Norbel is asking Zion, "Should we turn about to have a good attack on the cave?"
Maybe.
Alphonse says, "What do you see over there?" And he peers his eyes out, and he says, "Fukaryaku, good shooting. You spotted them. Based on how they're dressed, I'd guess that's part of a group known as the Blood Tide Bandits." And
Wait, do I hear it?
Fortnite
everything
dances
just
with the
related to blood
pirate crew. So,
Is-
so you got a bunch
okay,
of...
if you're Fortnite dancing, we're shooting you off the ship.
so you
We're
have a-
sinking you.
Alright, so Lonnie, you have a bunch of Treadfar blood splattered now into your like emptied water skin. What do you want to do with that?
What the fuck are you doing, Lonnie?
Sorry, I'm looking through. Why are all of Lonnie's so fucking big. Holy
Treadfar's
shit.
grabbing their
don't-
wrist and looks at it like they healed
I did
wounds.
healing word. I did healing word.
I mean,
They're
now they're
all
just
be
looking at
so
their wound. Okay, look, Dreadfar, I
Oh.
need your. I need to ask you some questions. Focus on me for a second. Let's just ignore what what Lonnie just did.
I'm getting cut.
Yeah, I
What?
get it, but like, what's that? How do we deal with that over there?
It-
Tento points at the fish people.
And
Where are those?
Treadfar says, "Oh, that's just a garden variety siren. You're adventurers. I'm sure you'll think of something. Maybe stuff your ear holes. I don't know. Don't cut me.
I didn't do it. She did it.
This is just a general statement for all parties."
Lonnie
Good
is
to know.
turning to one of the pixies. And yeah, she's just gonna say in common, polymorph them into. I'm still trying to figure out a decent creature that's not gonna fucking sink the boat, because apparently when you get to a certain CR, everything is just fucking huge.
Yeah.
Something with a decent amount of hit points.
Would you like a brown bear? Would you like a desert deer?
Dreadfar
mouse?
would be a pretty cute bear.
Would you like a dire wolf? Would you like a donkey? Would you like a greater lynx? Would you like a kip?
Wait,
A giant ape.
are you saying we can have
Big.
Eddie Murphy?
Horse.
Turn Dreadfar into Eddie Murphy.
A sluja. that might sink the ship. A sandy.
Yeah.
Red
Why not just a whale?
How big are large creatures again? They're 4. They're 2x2,
They're
right?
2x2. Large is 2x2. Huge is 3x3.
How? No, that's not good.
Transform them into a bear. It'll be fine.
Sorry, come back to me.
It's fine. Tento, what are you
Yeah,
doing in
wait.
all this? The whole like ship and cruise reaction is presently getting ready to fight whatever
alright.
the fuck Zion just shot at.
Alright. Dreadfar, I need you to focus. You're the smartest person here, right?
I'll accept that.
Okay, cool. Now, what can we do in this situation? How do we get all parties involved right now?
Yet? What do you mean? You mean
Yes.
like gather?
We're gonna add on to this chaos and hopefully get out on the other side. Because this is too much to navigate. We need all of them together.
I mean, you mean get together with our crew? You mean get the
No,
enemy?
we need all the parties together. We need
I-
cause this chaos, and hopefully everything disperses after that. Because we're not getting by these guys one at a time. How do we get them to fight each other?
Well, if they are the Blood Tide Bandits, I'd guess their intentions were to loot the sunken ship, and they just brought the Ballinger, that sandbar, as an attack of opportunity when they got the chance. Maybe they were worried that we were going to contest the salvage, although it is strange they didn't just sit back and wait for the whole thing to blow over.
Okay, cool. Harpies, what do we do about them? How do we get them involved?
Treadfar looks and says, I think they're waiting for the right time to strike. I imagine if we opened up a line of battle, if we attack those other ships, maybe they'll think it's the right time to strike.
Heard. Zion! I just saw
actually,
Zion
yeah,
saying,
this.
shoot
Lonnie wants to.
at the other
Lonnie
ships.
Lonnie asked one of the pixies to polymorph Treadfar into a giant eagle.
A giant eagle. Let me look at my creatures that I have available. Let me look at giant eagle. Eagle. Giant eagle. Okay. Treadfar's like, what is this? Their horns merge into a beak and they find themselves a giant eagle.
They can understand Common and
Damn-
Orin, but can't speak them.
Damn it, Lonnie, I needed their brain. What are you doing?
Lonnie should be able to understand Treadfar, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
I mean,
Treadfar is
it doesn't
calling about
under-
like, what?
I mean, Treadfar's not as smart.
I see you're trying
They're a
to
bird now.
you're trying to throw the progenitor off my scent. That could work.
And Lonnie's going to ask, I don't know how much blood I got, but Lonnie's going to ask like a couple of the pixies, specifically the one not concentrating on Treadfar's spell, to fly, to be invisible and fly over to the chalice ship and just drop the water skin somewhere where it's hard to get to.
All right. So you just want one of the pixies to fly. An important note: like the larger or the smaller of these two ships that you see here.
Whichever.
The one with Seku who has the Grail, or the one with Grace who doesn't have the Grail.
Let's put on Grace.
All right. So the pixie flies out to do that job, and you
Try to sneak onto the ship, be invisible. I know the water skin's gonna be like a floating invisible or a floating water skin, but just place it where it's somewhere hard to find, and especially hard to get to.
Invisibility does affect equipment they're carrying, so.
Oh, okay, cool.
They shouldn't. It shouldn't be a floating bag unless you want it to be.
No, I just want them to try to sneak onto the fucking ship.
All right, so Zion, there is a buck in the waves as the storm. You think it's because the storm is kicking up, although that doesn't quite make sense. Something sort of like rocks the ship right as you're about to shoot, and your beam goes wide and arcs past the Harpy Tower. At this moment, you see a Harpy fly high above the rest, and she lets out a cry, and all of the Harpies sweep out and descend. Everybody is getting attacked. There's more and more groups of Harpies. The people on the island are getting ripped at. And by this time, Shin, give me another wisdom save.
Man, those rolls are very foreboding. Oh my gosh, guys, this isn't a competition. You can roll the most ones.
Do you want to do anything to that? Or?
I mean, if I'm charmed, I'm assuming I'm already charmed.
Yeah.
If I'm charmed, I'm not gonna have the mental capacity to try to affect this.
So the Ballinger gets beached. You have run up onto sand. That's not the end of the world, and it hasn't really damaged the ship. But the crew is a little jolted and stunned by this, and Vairabi gets hold of herself, and she looks around and she says, "Fukuraiku, merfolk from the deep! Oh no! Look at those weapons! They're here to ambush us! Harpies!" And so the Harpies are diving, people are getting ripped off of the ship, blood is getting in the water, and you see Grace gets up and just shreds a group of them. Like, it looks like when Tento uses his technique to jump between people, and she just kills like 16 of them. Their blood and feathers go everywhere as the pixie arrives to drop the little package. Zoo's trying to like get in some of the shrubs, trying to wave to your ships. Your ships are getting closer, and as this happens, the storm is starting to loom large, and also there is like movement in the water again under the Managonger, and it's knocking your ship around. You have a really nice passive perception, Tento, right?
Yeah.
You see tendrils in the water.
Oh. Lonnie! Wait, can you understand me at this moment or no?
Lon.
I mean, I'm assuming Lumi's with Lonnie right now.
Lonnie is trying to apologize to Giant Eagle Treadfar right now.
I'll try to get a chance. Like, Lonnie!
What?
Something's
Is it
under
about
us.
me
Move
cutting them, please?
No! Look, I don't... that is worrying, but like... Look, something's under us. We need to move now.
I'm not the one driving the ship. Tell someone who actually is steering
No, we need to move
this.
fast now. Use control water and just...
Kaiko says, "Cut into the wind then! Move! As, you know, Keiko, hearing this, starts to give orders. And, you know, the cog breaks this way, you're breaking this way, the Ballinger's on the ground, the Sly Cut is cutting by. Ships are slightly in disarray as these other ships start to try and move, although this one's struggling against the wind.
Sorry.
I also can't move the water right now if we want tread far to stay hidden.
Oh, that's good to know. All right, next question. Can you contact Kambancho?
Yeah, and Lonnie will just use the bond. Technically, Zion would be better for this, but it's okay. Yeah. So,
Zion,
six-
Orochi. Wait, who else is on the fucking link? I know I'm not.
Oh wait, actually, yeah. Let me check. Did I ever put it back on the launch?
No, I was off it.
Oh, okay. But did I,
I don't
put
know
you
who-
back
I don't-
on
I
it?
don't- No, I don't think you ever did. But I know there's another person on it. I just don't know who. Was it Keiko?
That's what I'm trying to check. What is the thing actually printed up? Sure, it's in the,
No.
It
Previously,
says current-
you pulled it off of Tentone to put it on one of the wyverns, but it's been a hot second since then.
Oh, it was on the
you're
dragon.
right.
It's been a hot second since then, so I
The
would
dragon
assume we would allow
left,
you
Oh.
to switch it up since it's been more than a day.
Where
since
did the
that.
dragon say that? Sorry, where the wyvern say that?
The wyvern gave one of us
I don't think we called it a wyvern. Wyvern's a very specific type of dragon.
Worm.
Anyways,
No,
The
worm.
That's why
Worm.
it's called worm. Oh.
we got something to call it if we ever wanted help. I can't
okay,
remember what
then
that
yeah,
was.
Something-
then I would take it off if we have another means to communicate with it,
Alright.
or at least summon it.
Do you remember what that is?
All right, so,
Off the top of my head, no.
so you would have made the change over to Kabancho?
I think Lonnie probably grabbed it because that sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, we have 60. Yeah, 10 rounds is a minute of this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a minute of transit.
As soon as you guys turn it on, you hear Kabancho like, "Hey guys, we made it ashore. We got to the island." Woohoo!
Kabancho, are you okay? You beached
Yeah,
the
it's
ship.
great. We finally made it. We got to our destination. We're here.
Okay, he's not okay.
Yeah, as they say this, make me another
Uh,
wisdom check as they like obviously point out that there's a problem.
I really want to say at a higher level I could actually cast spells through Transcendental Bond, but I don't think I'm at that level yet.
Kabancho, you snap out of it and you realize, as Vairabi has, that like, you know, you've been charmed to some degree. You're beached, and the most vulnerable ship in the largest in your fleet is presently gunning straight towards combat, and some of those harpies are starting to turn fairly menacingly towards the ship.
Hey guys, we made.
Oh god,
Wait,
is that,
fuck,
is
we
that
made
another
it.
nat one?
Yeah.
Alright,
Fuck, the Silkinger's beach, guys.
the beam flies wide as this whole scenario continues.
You sure changed your tone quickly. What?
I think
Are you
Tento's
okay?
annoying voice snapped me out of it. I'm seeing
Snapped
reason
you out
again.
of what?
There's a
Yeah,
siren.
out of
There's a
what?
siren in the water. The sea folk that we were trying to make trades with, so we don't get fucked by them. They're attacking us now.
Oh, so we got fucked by them. Okay. Zion! You okay there, buddy? You need to recalculate your eyes or something? You need little eye drops?
No.
Alright, so
Does Zion use eye drops?
No.
Maybe eye drops in the form of like lubrication.
Yeah, I was saying it's like a little, it's a dripper oil thing. That's what I like to mention. But all right.
WD-40.
Yeah, just spray
everything.
it on there. All right, Kabancho, can you get back off? Can you get off the shore or?
I don't
What's
know.
going
I need
on?
to
What
get
are you
my
doing?
crew in order. Most of them are still delirious.
yeah,
All
so
right.
you managed to get them thinking straight.
Would I happen to know if the crew is immune to the charm effect now, like the thing with the hags and the fear? Would that be something in Lonnie's?
Yeah, you think they're going to be immune for a short period of time. Maybe an hour.
Okay, Lonnie's just
Maybe an
not gonna
hour.
mention anything then, and
Who
just,
knows?
yeah. There's
How
other shit to
many
deal
people
with.
are on this ship?
How many people? Like specifically?
Yeah.
Dozens? Or I mean, I could literally get you a why do you need to know? I can get you a literal number.
I was wondering how many people Lonnie can cast fly on.
Not this many.
Okay.
Is your answer.
Just making. Okay, just making sure. I was like,
So-
you might need this.
So
I think it's like 8 people or something.
so by this
It's
time
depending on the number of pixies. One's already used fly, and one is concentrating on another spell. If you guys know to that extent.
So, Zoo and her party fight their way against several of the harpies. Her group is, however, very badly beaten down, and her efforts to get by them. She's basically getting ripped apart in the boneyard. She's trying to maybe get towards your cog to try and call for help, but her group is stuck. First mate Kortog is starting to lead the Grail Pirates. You see the Grail Pirates are mincing the average Skyrit. They've got like leather armor and like a blade or something. They are getting styled on. Kortog is like chopping them in half with a cleaver, crying out, and this whole situation is going crazy. He has a powder stick he whips out, lights with some flint and tinder, is blobs timed perfectly into a group of them, blowing them apart. Blood and feathers are hitting the water. A lot of blood is starting to hit the water around the wreck site, to the point where you can see palpably pooling red water, almost reminiscent of things you've seen in your dreams, Lonnie. Seeing all this pooling red water. And you remember movement below you. It seems to knock your ship and then head further on, further towards the blood in the water. And yeah, so Seiku continues to heal his crewmates, and he throws out very powerful cleric magic. You see multiple spiritual weapons somehow seemingly originating from him and cutting down harpies. He is not afraid. His crew form up around him. Grace continues to just dance around, cutting them up. Arrows and guns and crossbow bolts are flying, and the harpies are dying. The wind guide above it all, a powerful harpy who you actually see is holding a huge red stone in her hand that Treadfar gasps and says in language only Lonnie can hear right now, "That's it! The Sand Harpy Heart! She has it!" And she doesn't seem bothered by the fact that she's just lost like 2.5 groups of harpies in a short period of time. She doesn't even seem
Are
particularly afraid.
we actually counted
Yes.
as in combat now?
You are considered to be, for your purposes of language, I'm going to say until your ship is engaged in combat, you don't have the debuff.
Cool. Lonnie is going to voice what Fredfar said, and then like turn back like, wait, who has it?
And update combatant. Her. That must be the Harpy Wind Guide, Skraya. She leads these Harpy pirates, and now she's attacking those in her domain. But I don't understand. She's just taken horrible losses, and she seems to still be pushing them in. And you can see that there's like many holes into this weird tower she's flying above, and like just group after group of harpies diving out. And to the point where like right now, the Grail Pirates don't give a shit. They're killing them, but eventually it's going to be too many. You know what I mean? Too many waves. And Totento, it would now be your turn to act as things unfurl.
Lonnie's just
I would-
gonna also Lonnie's just gonna also quickly add, if possible, like after the like she has it, Lonnie will try to point out which one, and then like but she's acting weirdly, Treadfar says.
Okay, now, can you guys try for what the fuck that thing exactly does? The heart thing, whatever, what was it called again?
I'm trying to research it because I'm not sure.
Any ideas?
Well, it could probably elongate someone's life, or otherwise vastly act upon their life energy.
Okay, it has to do something else, because she's holding it, I would think it was a treasure that they would guard, but she's swimming out in the open right now.
I guess do note we probably can't talk as much in a single turn because Lonnie does have to act as the middleman for one direction. Shredfar can understand you just fine, but you can't understand Shredfar.
That's fair. What can I do for my turn?
You can hold an action to attack a harpy if it comes by. Try to keep an eye out for sea folk. Keep an eye out for the tentacles. Try to help reload guns.
I'll keep I'll just keep an eye out for any other dangerous parties. I mostly want to concentrate what's in the water. Let me put it like that.
Yeah, so you want to concentrate on what's in the water? Give me a perception check.
Yeah, I just want to keep track of what's on the water because that's much harder to see than everything else out.
So the Tento, you just see it. You look into the water and your heart stops. This is it. You've faced the lesser and the off-brand. No more of that shit, buddy. It's a fucking kraken. It's an actual fucking kraken. And the moment it puts its tendrils on a ship, it's probably not more than one round from the briny fucking depths. It is here, and it is headed to the blood in the water. Roll me an Arcana with advantage because you've read a lot in manuals. And in manuals and Josie own texts.
Ah!
You suspect
Let's
it's
go!
possible that this kraken considers this whole island its territory, and if it's doing what krakens usually do, you think it probably wants to get as many people as possible, both into the water and stuck here, so that it can pick you off at its leisure.
Why is this island full of fucking scavengers like this? What the hell is this island?
We were actually told that this island is extremely dangerous and that it
Okay, but like
houses a lot of. Sorry, go ahead.
there's just like a lot of creatures on one island that are just sounds like they're mostly scavengers. With
Also,
the mermaid people and the kraken and the harpies, what the fuck's going on here?
Also, I don't know if Tinto would learn this from the manual or if this holds true for these krakens, but would Tinto know that it's probably dangerous to fight them on their home turf? Like extra dangerous?
You absolutely understand that this the water around this island counts as the kraken's lair.
I can't. I mean, that sounds like a problem we can't solve.
Just know it's really bad if we fight the kraken here. Like extra bad.
I mean, it's bad if we fight a kraken.
I think it's bad in general. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's even worse now. So.
Okay. So
like, I don't want
to
outright say it, but yeah, shit happens.
So Tento,
kind of a theme.
Okay.
So Tento, what do you do otherwise? You getting ready to fight? Are you inspiring the people? Or are you just taking all that in?
Yeah. Gosh, I don't even think it's safe to get on rowboats anymore. I was gonna tell everyone to probably navigate themselves into escape crafts, but the kraken's there. I don't think it'd be safe.
Land and the highest land you can get, and maybe getting boats up on shore is perhaps the safest thing you can do. Although, if you're too close to the waterline, you know, if you had some way to maybe winch a ship up a cliff, that would probably be a pretty safe place to have a ship here. But who has something like that set up on this island? Huh.
I mean,
what the fuck? Well, is there something like that on the island?
Assuming that
you don't know.
It was hinted at earlier. Also, that there are
traders.
Natives. Yeah, there are natives here that sail and trade.
Yeah, there's people who live here who sail. So.
So technically, Lonnie could do it, but not while holding the pixies.
So,
are there any of those people around?
You don't see them. So Tento, what are you gonna do?
Oh gosh.
You announce the fact that you've seen a fucking kraken?
Yeah, it's like kraken.
Kraken, and Kyrak says, "Today is the day our legends are made." As he whips out his swords, it looks like Herr Alphonse like drops to his knees and begins to pray to his god.
What are you doing?
The other paladin gets on the ballista and says, "It's time for the hunt of our lives. Time to show them the strength of the Kali. Sailors!"
No, what?
And she's like,
No, get on the ballista,
wait,
shoot at the-
no.
No.
She's trying to fire everyone up, and she says, "No. What are we gonna do?
If you gonna focus,
wait for it to pick us off."
no. If you're gonna use the fucking ballista, use it on the other people over there. Make the Kraken go over there, not towards
Fine.
us.
And she like aims and takes yet another shot at the Band of Gongar, officially, like nailing a random Grail pirate to the mast. Grace the Golden looks at you from across her deck with a grim smile, like you're gonna pay for that. And Tento, I think
Is the guy against the mast okay? Did he recover?
well, he's not on Seku's ship, but he does seem like he's
okay.
taken a lot of damage and not died yet, which is strange. Like he's probably got more hit points than a normal human usually can get. Tento, that's your turn.
That is my turn.
Lonnie, you know that the pixie has successfully dropped off the blood, and the storm is starting to come over you.
It hasn't slowed at all.
It hasn't slowed. It doesn't look like it's stopping over you, though. It looks like it's continuing forward.
Okay, cool. How many people did Lonnie see in the shipwreck that she actually recognized from the stars?
So you saw, let me get, 5 people, and those 5 people are now all on this boneyard island, where there's a bunch of, like, skeletons and sand and blood and harpies.
I still have all 8 pixies.
You still have all 8 pixies. The 8th is presently, hasn't returned yet, though.
Lonnie will send 5 to over there and just tell them how did we introduce ourselves to them?
I think they know you as Shade of the Mountain.
Lonnie's gonna tell them say the Shade of Mountain sent you, the ones they met in the swamp, and cast fly on them and direct them to safety, or get them to the tell them to go to the island. There's a kraken in the water.
All right.
Which island? Because they technically are on one right now.
I think they'll understand when they hear kraken.
All right. So you dispatch your pixies, who split. I'm gonna -5 this pixie group, and then spawn a new group that has 5. They fly out there, and on Zoo's turn,
6.
that stuff will happen. You have 2 pixies with you. One is sort of trying to return.
So I only have 2 with me. So one's probably concentrating on my fly, and the other one is concentrating on Treadfar.
Peanut Bird. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So that's your turn. And
I did not cast a spell. Fuck. Lonnie is going to just say sorry, which paladin is on our ship?
you have right now both of them.
Okay.
You have
Who's
both Rashuna of, tyranny and revenge, and Alfoons of the sea. Alfoons
So wait,
is
Rashuna's?
praying.
Okay, Rashuna's the one that's like, let's go fight.
Yeah.
Lonnie is going to try to convince Rashuna, like we can focus on taking down the Kraken another day, but with us disorganized, this is just asking for death. We need to get to the other side of this island.
He growls and says, "Fair enough. I'll leave the sailing to Keiko, and I'll do the shooting." And, she's up there shooting, and, yeah, she's agreed to not try and provoke the Kraken. Kabancho.
Holy shit.
The Fukaryaku, who seemed like they were sizing you up for, a possible attack, are all falling back. They know they They are all falling back. They're trying to fall back towards that cave you saw Zion shoot into. Oh, they seem a little worried, and some of them are actually getting up onto sand and like running further up into the island, mostly to the west.
Last I talked to one, they can understand common, right?
Most of them, yeah. And I mean, these folks are probably from like the deep sea, but like like they do business with people who speak common. Some of them probably know some common.
As they're running away, Kibancha's gonna scream out, "We're not here for your people. We're here for something else. We have trades if you want to make a deal, so we don't mess with you and you don't mess with us. Keep trying to attack us, we will retaliate."
One of them,
And go ahead.
one of them, turns around. You see, they're all wearing like this like, sort of like blubber and chitin armor outfits, and he seems to recognize what you're saying. And he says, "Get out of the water if you want to live, and you can make the deal with our siren directly when you're still alive." And he, continues up.
And before doing anything else through the bond, I'm gonna ask the group. All right, something's clear in the water. I think everyone's panicking about it. The sea folk are panicking about it.
It's
What's
a
the move?
kraken.
Are we? Good to know. Are we getting out of the water where we can? Are we all trying to regroup somewhere? What's the plan?
Thought the plan was to get to the other side of the island.
Getting to the other side might help, but we're still going to be in the water, where
We
the
can
Kraken
get
can
off.
reach us.
We can get off on the other side.
Is there a way to get off the water from the other side? Because my boat is right now beached, and it's partly out. It's going to take us time to get out and regroup with you guys. My crew might just have to get up here.
Didn't think you should separate like this, but no.
I can lead my group. We'll manage. But I need to know where you guys are planning to head and try to get out of the water. What is this icon? Oh, that's a Ballinger crew.
Yep.
I thought this like another group of pirates
No,
just
no.
coming up to attack us.
That's the friendly. this is the Grail
There's one
Pirate
more group.
icon.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
But yeah, that's Kibancha's message as Kibancha continues to try to get his crew in
I
order.
thought these were little
You-
sushi guys.
You get them together. What is your order? Is it like drag the Ballinger up on and like, just get further into inland?
Does anyone want to respond or talk not through the bond, but to Keiko or to other people piloting ships?
I'll tell Camacho, well, right now we're getting deep into this mess, and hopefully we'll get out on the other side.
If the plan is to get to
So-
the east side of the island, I don't think my crew's gonna make it. It's gonna take us too long to get out, to get unbeached.
I guess if there's not much you can do, just get to a safe spot, then I don't know what else you could possibly do.
Also,
At
I
least
made
make
some
sure-
Sorry, go ahead.
And at least make sure your crew's gonna make it out okay.
I made some contact with the fish folk. I'm gonna try to make a deal with them so at least they don't mess with us. But the goods of my deal are on the cog.
Alright, so you
I tell the crew to get off the boat and try to hoist it up as much as we can.
Mhm.
But I don't know how we're gonna do with the manpower we have.
I mean
The cog is the one that we're on, right?
you
No.
are on the Manor Gonder.
You're on
the cog.
The cog is the
Okay.
original fair
Yeah.
trade ship.
You're on the fair
Do
trade ship.
would we know where Cabancho put it, or did Cabancho not really talk about it?
You mean like the trade goods? No, you know where they are.
Okay, and we know that like that's that's what they are. It's not just like, oh yeah, this is my luggage, guys.
Yeah, you were there when like the whole deal happened. You and
Okay.
like,
Oh, this is my luggage.
Yeah, no, you definitely know about the water, and you were part of, I think, arranging the waterproofing. You know that you have a bunch of waterproof tools and weapons that are very, only tools that are very appealing to people who live underwater.
I like
Which
to think
could
that
be
we're just
appealing to
selling-
the people on this island too. But
I like to think we're just selling Cabancho's luggage to them, or giving them their luggage.
my fine silkware.
Yeah, they're like, hey guys, what happened to my fine silkware? Oh,
I
that
mean,
was
there's a
part
year
of
to
like,
spend
their
this.
loot?
There's a difference between like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna trust Cabancho to handle all this, so I don't care to know where any of this is, or Cabancho's like, yeah, this is the stuff. You know,
No,
like
I
we
know,
know that
I
like
know,
he
I just-
wants to make
I
a
just like
deal,
to-
but we don't know. I don't know if he's like been particular about where it is.
I just like the idea that we just assume that anything Cabancho has is up for trade, so we just give them everything.
I mean,
I mean,
I
that
don't
is
know if
what
you
it
remember.
is.
say no to
Cabancho
this.
doesn't have a lot of possessive goods ever since.
Yeah, because we
That's
took
up
them
for
all.
trades.
He literally has the stuff on his back, and that's kind of about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
so
we
everything
also
is
took
up for
them all
trade.
when you died.
Yeah.
But that was the thing. That's my funny thought.
But that is my action, my crew action. That is my turn.
All right. So the Kraken arrives at Grace the Golden Ship. She comes up to the side, pairs her blades together, and you see a technique that you have only heard in legend, Tento. As she uses Kaiju Cutter as the Kraken comes up, dealing massive damage to it. Sorry, there was a missing zero in that. Dealing massive damage to it.
Massive damage.
As I was saying, massive damage.
Blood
Jesus.
spews all through the water, and it reels back into Seiku's ship and actually grabs it instead. And now all of its tendrils are over the deck and crushing the ones that didn't get cut off. And yeah, so Zion, you're on your ship. One of the enemy ships has a Kraken about to bring it to the briny depths, and the other looks like it's turning towards you with hostile intentions. And what do you want to do?
Well, let's see if I can get another one.
Beam
Oh, I
strikes.
didn't.
The beam strikes dead center. Lightning crackles and destroys. It's a very nice custom ship. It's very large.
Wait.
It's got like stuff on it.
Hi.
You're blowing apart. It's
What are
like
you doing?
really
I thought-
lovely masthead.
You broke your streak, man. What the fuck?
I know.
So,
I thought you were doing that on purpose. I thought you were doing
I thought you were
a bit.
doing warning shots.
is there anything you
Yeah.
want to broadly speaking say or do while this unfolds?
Sorry, what did Zion shoot at?
This one.
One of the Grail pirate ships.
Oh, one of the ship. Okay.
I don't know. Can we just like tell the crew to maneuver this way?
Yeah, Keiko is presently trying to shoot through this strait.
All right. Yeah. That's it for me.
All right. And it is Keiko Stormrider's turn, and she attempts to, valiantly lead her crew. She does an all right job. So, you guys get here. The cog gets here. The sly cut gets here, and some of the harpies start to turn and attack the back of your ship. Your crew become engaged, and Lonnie, you lose the ability to freely, speak common and such. Normal debuff. And
Yep.
Grace's crew comes
Normal
here,
debuff.
and she readies them up for a broadside. On their next turn, on this ship's next turn, rather, they are going to shoot their cannons at you. Your ship cannot survive a salvo where anything hits. The harpies seem to be attacking your crew just as fervently, even though you're fighting their enemies, ? And another brace of 4 groups of harpies swings out. Some of them are attacking the cog, some of them are attacking this, and just attacking everyone, blood going everywhere. And the storm reaches a position right over Grace's ship. And it's almost enough to distract them, but not enough, because you see there's a swirling in the storm, and you know what comes next. But someone who hasn't seen this demon arrive might not yet know yet. Meanwhile, Zu seeing this, she and her smuggling crew all get the ability to fly, and I'm just thinking of where she would think to go because of all of the enemies around. I'm gonna say she flies here. And I'm assuming those pixies stay with. This pixie reforms with the group so that you are up to 3 pixies with you. And first mate Kortog, yeah, so they fight very bloodily against the Kraken, but they're clearly not going to kill it in time. And the Harpies, they don't get in the way of the Kraken, but they're absolutely tearing apart people. And Seiku is like, people are like very clearly having their spines crack and fall dead. And you see 3 people dead around Seiku as he twists the grail. His voice rises, something flows out of him. A red light flashes in all of them, stitch themselves back together, and get back up revived.
What the fuck? Wait, we see this?
Yeah, this is happening on the deck. He's definitely using the grail to do it, as far as you can tell. And he also seems to be a very powerful cleric. Tento, it is your turn, To. You think that the demon is probably going to descend very shortly, and you all get this foreboding sense that whatever the demon does, it's going to upend this whole battle. But also, if the demon doesn't do it fast enough, one broadside from this ship is about to sink your Manor Gonger. Also, there are random fucking enemies around. So let me. This is your ship, right? Right now, there are Harpy Skyrats flying all over the rear, beginning to like dive in and start fighting. Barbell has popped up and is like duking it out with them, and Cassandra is also here driving. Cassandra's on this ship, right? Yeah. But yeah. So the Harpies are starting to attack this ship proper, and you have a broadside that is stanced up to essentially eliminate you. What do you want to do?
Shit, man. There's a lot of stuff happening right now. Let me think about this. What do I have? Do I have anything that can make a difference? No. Okay. Is there any way for me to help the ship move quicker? Maybe.
You could assist with some of the sailing. You don't have water vehicle proficiency, right?
No.
You could just help with like the masts and the rigging by doing a dex check, particularly because some of the sailors have stopped doing that to go fight harpies.
Yeah, I'll do that.
You and Vrunk are up there working. Give me a dex
It's a
check.
ability check, right?
Yeah, dex check. Well, you help.
Well,
You're not
God
sure
damn
that
it.
you do much more than tread water, though. Lonnie, Tento is running around the masts trying to get control of the situation. What are you doing? Casey?
No, I'm thinking. Sorry. How big is a whale compared to the ship we're on? Specifically, a sperm whale, I think.
Significant enough to cause damage. If it were to flop on the deck, it would definitely cause damage.
Okay, I'm not necessarily thinking of that. Do I think a sperm whale is strong enough to help push the ship in a way that will actually like aid it?
Definitely, but
Enough.
you'd run a risk because the sperm whale would need to make 2 checks. One to bump you hard enough to make a difference, and the other to do it in just such a way as to not reopen the various cracks you've barely repaired in your ship. Because right now,
How far is the other ship from us?
the other ship is within 500 feet of you. I'd call it like 400, 300 feet.
Lonnie still has 10 minutes, and it hasn't been 10 minutes since. Has it been 10 minutes since Lonnie did the spyglass thing?
Has it been 10 minutes? Yes.
So Lonnie no longer has fly.
You call it the edge of the 10 minutes. You can mean the last 60 seconds.
Then Lonnie would like to prepare an action. Lonnie's gonna, I guess Lonnie will fly in between the two ships, and she's going to ask the pixie to prepare an action that when she says so, to polymorph her into a squirrel.
All right.
And she's going to try to calculate, I guess, the trajectory of a cannonball.
All right.
Does Lonnie understand that? I guess the keyword is try here.
Yeah, there's the keyword try. Lonnie's goals are to place herself in between the two ships, try to be where a cannonball would reasonably
Won't
try
you
to
be
hit the
next to the
ship.
Kraken?
Yeah, and also, if she polymorphs, aims to not land on the ship. Those are her
All right.
three criteria.
A bullet flies kind of past you as the ships grow closer, and like most of the fire is dedicated to the deck, but some of it's coming to you. So you're getting ready to absorb. You're getting ready to absorb the actual like ship destroying blow, though.
In that case, Lonnie is it's not like it can change. Because it's already fire. So like, because I don't want this to like fuck up what I'm trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because they're not targeting Lonnie. Okay, yeah, never mind. It should be fine. Lonnie would like to also just bonus action cast Sanctuary on herself. Now that she's seeing bullets fly at her.
All right. Boncho.
All right. How successful has my crew been to?
They're very experienced at this. They hauled it up onto the shore fairly successfully. You think a dedicated Kraken could probably roll it off and crack it, but you know it's as secure as you're getting it.
Okay. I'm going to try to make contact with the what was it, the Fukuraku
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
people, and tell my crew to guard the ship and
All right.
if needed, be ready to abandon ship and try to run to the main island or swim to the main island.
Give me your choice of investigator perception.
You're very perceptive, right?
They're actually equal. Yeah, I think investigate is more applicable.
You find the way that they went, and you find that lots of them are sliding down the coast, sliding down the cliffs. But you do find what appears to be some sort of abandoned dwarven ruin here.
Mm-hmm.
And you do see some of them seem to be going in, although they warn you against approaching. One of them pantomiming falling into something.
I mean, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so I would say that's what you do in that time.
Can I get any of them to respond back to me on
In common?
asking for in common to get audience with their leader?
One of them does, and he says, "She has retreated into the cave by now. She won't come out until the danger is past."
Then can send a message. Me and my crew will have a temporary truce with your people until the danger is past. We will not harm you willingly and knowingly if you do not harm us.
We will pass it along.
That's all I ask. Thank you.
Please tell
Does
me
that mean
you
we can, like-
communicate this over the bond if that's still up.
Seiku?
No, I will.
Yeah. Seiku's ship is completely cracked in half. You see powders explode, cargo go flying, people pour into the water, harpies pull off, and Grail pirates go crazy. In this moment, Seku hucks, which seems like put spin on and huck the Grail, and it flashes out of existence, and then it flashes around Grace. And it seems to orbit her without she's doing a breathing technique like Tento does. Things running through her blades, and you see that the Grail's floating around her seems to be juicing up her power even further than it normally would be, and she's starting to aim at your ship the way she aimed at the Kraken, as Seku and his crew are, thrown into the waves mercilessly. And the Kraken starts to move towards the nearest ship, which is presently Grace's, although it seems to be thinking better of it and maybe heading towards you. Zion, what do you want to do? You want to keep shooting?
Yeah, I'll keep shooting.
Alright, and are you just shooting to damage the enemy ship, or are you shooting at Grace?
I think this time I'll shoot at Grace.
Alright, give me the attack.
Ho 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 ho!
Back on the screen.
Kai! Are you trying to imitate Shin? Stop it, Kai. You're doing too good of a job. Chill out. You don't need to prove this to anyone. It's okay. You can stop now.
It's the time period that we weren't having sessions. All that bad luck just accumulated.
Kai,
I
have
must
you not
prove
been playing your
myself.
gacha games? Is this why you're getting all this bad luck?
Yeah.
No, he's only been playing gacha games. That's why he has.
Oh,
his
he's
bad luck.
only been playing gacha games.
Irishuna does manage to put another shot into their ship. It seems like it's actually significantly damaged, almost to the point of taking on water. But we reach the Keiko turn, and Keiko is screaming to get us out of here, and just maybe she can subvert some of the incoming damage through that. She doesn't do quite good enough of a job. And
I flash a genius in?
yes, you can. How much does it add?
4.
That puts you over
Is
20.
this something that I can see?
Yeah.
For good measure, I'm not supposed to fake this too.
Actually, I redact. No, you do it. I said yes. You can.
I
do
mean,
it.
you can redact if you want.
No, you.
I'm
I
a
said
pretty
yes.
good distance
I said yes.
away.
You did it. You did it. It's more. My issue is more. You're in the jungle. You are on the far side of a patch of jungle from this. But I'm gonna say you climb up to a tree.
Oh, that's fair.
I'm gonna say you climb up a tree to see what happens. It's fine. So, Keiko, heartened
24.
by the flash of genius from Zion's direction and just a twist of fate, he was the perfect order. Says, "Cut hard now!" And everybody turns, and it's a very narrow profile. And you see Grace sort of smolders as she lowers her blades. Like she was about to do an empowered kaiju cutter that was about to rip your ship in half, but she's just been denied. And Tento, as you're on the rigging, you're like, oh, we're getting away. But you do see one cannon. As we cut hard to the 10-minute break. Whoa, who knows what'll happen? Sorry, my bad.
You're good.
I always forget that. I forget the same amount because 1913. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Thank you all for coming out. Please consider joining our Discord and hanging out. Back at it with the joys of. Oh, of course, the bot always decides to not be working sometimes. Check the out. Join the Discord. Join everything. 2 more hours of High Road await. So. I'm really enjoying this music, but we should probably switch over considering how long. Are we back?
I don't know about the
Mostly.
others.
Sorry. I just need to grab something else.
Sure. Jin, Casey?
Yeah, I'm here.
Welcome, welcome. And that only leaves Shin. Shin? Shin, my dear? Shin, is he near? Shin, no Shin, I fear.
Hey, I'm back.
Welcome back. All right, so here's what is happening. Thanks to everyone's efforts, the ship is curved. There's only one cannon that's got a real chance of sinking a blow into your ship, and you, Lonnie, are positioned like right in the path, and you're ready for the instant to get polymorphed. Are you ready to become a sperm whale? Which is I said.
Assuming Lonnie did trajectories correctly.
Lonnie is great at math. When has Lonnie ever been bad at math? So
This
yeah,
isn't about math. This is about feeling.
yeah. So you it might be a good side. The math is not good. So you transform and
Just suddenly a sperm whale just
Suddenly a sperm
grows in midair.
So you realize at the last second that you were about to be grazed and not fully hit. Roll me 1d20 minus 1 to attempt to stretch yourself into the blow. You absorb part of the impact. It doesn't fully hit you, and it isn't fully canceled either. It rakes into the deck of the Manor Gonger, avoiding crucial parts of the hull. However, yep.
Oh, I forgot they were gargantuan, not just huge.
Barbell is taken in the side by the slightly delayed impact blast, and alongside some railing, thrown far off of the ship. People cry out, and she says, "Keep moving, we'll get her later." And so your bosun is now overboard. And
Did I see this happen, or do I at least like perceive a splash?
you perceive
small
you
splash.
perceive the splash. You want us to like sail over there or like swim over there? You can start. On your
Come
turn.
swim away.
Actually, first, did I take damage?
You actually didn't because you didn't twist hard enough to take the hit. But so what
Okay.
happened is you kind of like oof, bounced off of it. Like you probably have a bruise, but it's not enough for HP damage.
Okay. Would
Yeah.
there be any reason for me to think that that was just a cannonball and not someone falling overboard that hit the water?
I mean, you're not going to have good eyesight on it, and the cannonball flew through. What you could barely see was that it took
Oh
out
wait,
some of the... Mhm.
Lonnie would have to echolocate anyways to get her bearings.
Hmm.
They have a blind sight
Do
to
whales do
120
that?
feet.
I see. She's going to go into the water further than 120 feet out. So Keiko managed to get the ship going. Another
Wait, further
ship
than 120 feet out?
compared to you, because you're between these two ships, right?
Yeah, but I didn't think I could fly that far because I only like.
You flew
Even
out
with-
like a. Remember, like the ship was going the opposite way of the way you were flying.
Okay.
So you peeled apart, and then she got knocked even further away.
Okay.
So she will hit the water. Yeah. Another ship. You actually feel something, although you're not up top to see it. Another ship bearing their banner appears on the far side of the Harpy Tower.
Whose banner?
The Grail Pirates. There's
Okay.
another Grail Pirate ship. The Harpy Wind Guide Skria comes towards this water filling with blood and seems to delight in everything happening. And the Sand Harpy heart almost glows redder in her hand as energy seems to well within. The zoo crew consider this their chance and try to make a quick fly. First, everything the Grail Pirates are about to do gets upended. The storm descends, and you see a figure break through the clouds. It is the Progenitor with both hands. So, the Progenitor descends, looks out, and calls out in a voice all understand. Tread far. You evade me. I thought I smelled you. But no matter. Ah, I see. My child, you seek a prize. And the Progenitor turns to face the Wind Guide, who kind of like looks at him with disdain, and then with one point of a finger, all of the harpies nearby sort of start to fly to attack him. He lets out a bolt of lightning that hits a lot of them, but they start to throw out like bone talismans and spells and blasts. And he says, "Ha! Good, good. But I won't let this ritual end just yet. You'll have to fight for it.
Ritual?
Yes, all of you. Fight. Struggle to survive. To spread. For my pleasure. For progeny." And there is a sudden flash of purple and gold, and the whole world, like, it feels like you've been hit so hard, you have splintered like wood and fall into multiple pieces. Everybody gives me both a wisdom and an intelligence save. It is magical in nature.
Do I still make this under the water?
Yeah, I mean the whole party, including Kabancho.
And do I actually still get that because that is a racial feature?
That's a good point. You're a whale right now.
So wisdom and intelligence?
Yeah, are you the kind of... You're the kind that takes the mental traits of what you've transformed
No,
into?
that's wild shape. I'm polymorphing.
Okay, so you still have your mental traits.
No, wild shape lets you keep your mental shape.
Oh, so you're int minus
That's why
4,
druids are
Wiz
so
plus
good.
1. I see.
So, this sperm whale intelligence is 3 and wisdom is okay. Minus, was it minus 4? I'll make this, guys. Oh, actually, that's not bad. And then-
It's better than Kabancho? Those aren't awful, at least.
It's kind of hard to roll worse than me.
I'm taking
Oh, no,
a
I
minus
just saw-
4,
I just saw-
Kabancho.
I just
Yeah.
saw Kai roll 3 ones. I don't.
I
Are you
take
sure?
a minus 4 to intelligence.
All right,
I'm
so...
My
Cosplaying
initial
shit.
stands.
You're cosplaying. You're doing a very good job. Very authentic.
Thanks.
You
I
need
try.
to teach me your methods.
Okay, you are completely... Okay, here's what happens. Lonnie, you're a whale. You feel like something very important and magical and spiritual is happening, and you feel like if you were presently not a whale, you would probably have a better reaction to it, but you are. That's your summary. Kabancho, fuck man, you feel like you got hit in the head by a cannonball, and you just, like, wound up with a 12-day straight hangover over it. Like, bruh, you ain't thinking straight. Zion, a completely novel sensation is overtaking your core. Like, you feel alienated from the world around you in your response, but on a rational thinking level, Zion remains in control. And Zion has the following sensations of grounding. The following sensations of grounding are elemental grounding, spiritual grounding, and runic grounding, and ancestral grounding. With the wisdom save fail, you don't get to know anything more about these, but you do get a sense that you are making an important decision. Which of these 4 would you head towards?
Runic.
All right, that's Tento. For some reason, you are very clear and level-headed. It's like you're above it all. You're floating, but you're about to come crashing down. You remember the dream where you all saw the island together with Lonnie. You see strange things cropping up all over you. You have an intuitive sense of what your 4 options mean. You feel like the elemental grounding draws you towards the volcano. The spiritual grounding draws you towards this eastern island that has something on it that Treadfar is afraid of, but thinks might be related to the progenitor. The runic grounding brings you somewhere deep into this jungle. And the ancestral grounding brings you somewhere on the north of the island. Which of those 4 do you try and head to?
You said the runic. Wait, the spiritual one is something that Treadfar is afraid of, but thinks pertains to progenitor.
Correct.
Progenitor.
Yeah.
I'll go to that one.
Okay. All right. Here's what happens, right? A white flash of light consumes the world for all of you. And Zion and Tento, you see yourselves walking in opposite directions, while Kabancho and a large sperm whale are kind of like falling below you.
Just a random sperm whale.
And
It's even funnier if you didn't know what Lonnie was doing, like Kabancho.
so
Like, why the fuck is there a sperm whale?
Yeah, so Tento and Zion, you look at each other and you realize you're headed opposite ways down this street, and you feel like you have to turn in the same direction. What do you say to each other? To like you can say like one thing to try and convince the other to turn in your direction.
Are you okay with going that direction?
That's what you say, and then what does Zion say?
You bitch.
Maybe.
Okay. Do either of you feel particularly convinced?
No, I trust Zion. It's got pretty level head, so I don't see it choosing
at
the wrong
the-
option.
Look at these low charisma characters
you-
trying to make persuasion rolls.
So you turn in the direction that Zion is turning.
No, I trust it's going in the direction it wants to go to.
All right.
I see no need to convince it otherwise.
You feel as if though advancing away from the direction Zion is going might be a bad idea, but you can do it anyway. Would you like to?
I. Wow, what an awkward thing to say.
I'm trying to be imprecise here and not give the whole game away, but
Okay, Lee, just message me if you.
no, this is.
I-
Do you feel like you want to be with your party, or do you feel like you're willing to tread away from them? Let me put it that way.
I feel like I'm okay treading away from them if it solves Trefar's issues. If Trefar could be fine with like
So
No
you're
guarantees.
gonna trudge far from the party.
Hey, no guarantees. You gonna do it? You gonna do it?
I am gonna do it. I am gonna hope that I'm choosing the right thing to help
Okay.
Treadfar in the
All right.
long run.
There was a flash of light. The progenitor cackles, and things are just like thrown completely out of whack, and you all. So here's what happens, right? Danger stops. The flash of light recedes. Cabancho, you feel drunk. You feel like disoriented. You slam into the ground. A giant fuck-off whale slams into the ground next to you, and then shortly thereafter becomes Lonnie.
Lee, you're not off the break screen.
Oh, fuck me.
Wait,
Oh,
so
good. I am so glad I like took a glance on that.
Yes?
do I lose polymorph or do I lose concentration on the Condra woodland beings?
You lose concentration. That's a good question. I think that the pixie... Where was the pixie who was holding concentration on you is the real question.
Probably in the middle of the fucking ocean because she would have known that I was gonna grow big, and I don't think she felt like taking a dip or getting smacked.
She would have started going away from the storm pretty early.
She needed to be within, I think, 60 feet. Let me double check.
But only for long enough to cast it on you.
Yes.
And then, but she would have run away immediately afterwards.
I didn't give her explicit orders, but I feel like they would focus on survival. At the very least, like I don't think she
Yes.
would have been near enough to get hit by me turning into a whale.
Okay. There is a whale next to you. And
Thing I can
and-
breathe water.
and Zion-
Air, I mean.
Zion, you see that Tento has walked the opposite direction of you, and you arrive by an obsidian path, and you see to your north the walls of a brilliant black and red palace. And there's a big fucking whale next to you.
Is it-
Are we still on the overmap or?
No,
in a
wait,
different map?
did I not fucking move you? My bad. I hit move. I might have to pull you guys to scene. I will do so. And
I'm still loading.
Same.
I'll give you an eye, Darren, so that you can view what your friends are up to here.
I like to think that Zon just like, huh, that's a whale. Where is everyone else?
Echolocation doesn't work in the. Oh wait, no, because bats also have it.
Well, here's the thing. Echolocation that is intended to ping water and ping open
Yeah.
air is not like you're getting something, but like in the same sense that like, you know, your eyeball sent something when it's brushed. So yeah,
And to figure out how good a sperm whale's eyesight is. I doubt they have good peripherals though.
so yeah, you guys, you're here. There is a ringing, stinging sensation. You have no idea what's happening in the world, but you are here by what would appear to be a ruined but once grand palace. And there is a whale.
Wait. Okay, so I do still have concentration on the pixies.
Yeah, I mean, it logically stands that the pixies, if the pixies were gone, you would not be a whale.
Okay. Did I take any damage when I hit the ground?
Yeah, I'm gonna say you took like a D10 damage. And you have, as a sperm whale, you have much more than this killer. So, I'm not sure I'm gonna handle that. But suffice, you took like, I wouldn't worry about it. Unless your sperm whale hit point pool becomes very imperiled, that's nothing to the sperm whale. So, yeah.
It's because I'm holding a concentration spell. That's why I'm like very concerned
Oh.
about taking damage.
Well, you do take 9 damage.
That's yeah, I think I would still have that at least. Okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
But I do use up my advantage for the day.
So yeah, Zion, you find Kabancho kind of disoriented. What do you do? And there's a whale next to you. What do you do?
And there's a whale
Um,
next to you.
I will go and try to shake Kabancho, see if he wakes up.
Kabancho, you're being shook by Zion.
Shake him like a
the world-
baby.
The world is
Fuck,
fairly blurry.
Teto, go away.
No, that's the wrong person.
Fuck. Lonnie, go.
I
the-
keep shaking.
It's like going from Teto to
The heck just hit us? How am I here? Where even are we? Oh, I should probably just open my eyes. Fuck, where are we?
Wait, I should just open my eye.
I like the idea that.
Why are your eyes
Kabancho
crossed
basically-
like that?
What?
Stop crossing your eyes.
What do you mean? They're just how they normally are.
This music with Kabancho talking about crossed eyes is something.
Oh,
Look at me. How many fingers?
Look
am
at
I
me!
holding
22 and a half? How do you have
Huh.
22 and a half fingers?
up?
Kai, ask where is she? Where's Rachel?
Ugh. Where is everyone? Why is there a whale here?
Did I see Lonnie turn into a whale?
If you're on the boat, well, you would, if you were perceptive enough, you would at least see Lonnie fly off the ship.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about transcendental bond is like just like if I think about even like the dialogue that happened from that point on alone can't fit
Okay.
in a minute. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's fine. I just like combat does do weird ass shit too.
Mhm.
Time, so I just wanted to make sure if we had it or not.
Mhm.
Whales can't understand. Okay, yeah, I'm.
Maybe it just wants to be here. I don't know. It's a whale.
Also, did Lumi have to make that check?
Wait, where's Lumi?
Did Lumi have to make which check?
The check that
The
teleported
wisdom and
us
intelligence
places?
check.
No, but she isn't immediately. She's not here. But do you try and reach out to her
Is she
telepathically?
within a mile?
She almost certainly is. Let me just figure out something really fast. Yeah, she telepathically thinks to you, "I'm in the jungle. Where are you?"
Sperm whale flailing around to look around, and try to figure out. I think with the direction I'm facing, I can't actually see the palace. Lonnie's gonna say I'm in a grassy field. I think I see a path, maybe. Is Scout with you?
No, I'm alone. Well, none of the people from the fight are here, but there's animals all over this place. Strong ones. We shouldn't be alone. We shouldn't be split up.
That's what I've been saying.
You don't hear
Okay,
any of
Hear
this.
this?
Um,
Joe Camacho's actually just talking to himself. He's still not over the hangover.
I don't suppose the pixies, any pixies are with you?
No, I haven't seen the pixies since everything happened.
Out of character. So here's the thing: unless Lonnie drops concentration on the conjure with them beans, which will also drop it on Treadfar. Unless Lonnie figured out how to do like 189 points of damage to herself, she's kind of stuck in this form.
Yeah, you're a whale.
I would like to see if Lana can do 189 worth of damage to herself. That sounds like
She is
super
a
interesting right
beast
now.
whale right now.
I want to see Lonnie do this to herself. I just want to know how. I was wondering how she would do it. It'd be so amazing and
Lonnie
funny,
will
very funny, but
say,
mostly amazing.
"Once I see a landmark, do I know what time of day it is, and can I see where the sun is?" Oh wait, no, I don't know where north is though. Okay, never mind. Yeah, Lonnie's
Is that
just
because
gonna
you're
say,
a whale, or you just don't know what which way north is?
"Do you naturally know where north is?" Didn't think so. Lonnie
Even as
is.
a human being, I do not.
Lonnie's just gonna say, I will let you know if I see a landmark, if I can even move."
So, Gabancho?
Yeah, can you stop yelling?
No.
I like that one.
Funny because I was
That's a
just
good
about to
one.
be like, Lonnie starts kind of yelling at a whale and flailing around.
Yeah,
That's so
yeah,
good.
time.
Ah! Idea what whales sound like.
That's good noise. I like that noise.
Lonnie's trying to communicate with you all. This is even worse than freaking speaking tongues.
Let's put the whale aside for now, even though it's making weird noises. Focus, Cabancho, focus.
I am trying so hard right now. Do you know where we are? I'm assuming the progenitor did something to us. That whatever that demon calls itself.
Hold on, the whale distract me. What?
I'm assuming the progenitor did something to us. That demon.
Yeah,
Do you know where we are?
we're on the island.
So at least we're
It's about
we're
following
still in the same plane of existence. We didn't get whisked away, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it just me or does that whale sound like Tento? Is that Tento in there?
No.
I
Tento.
like how unsure you sound. You're like,
I saw Tento in a weird vision and the whale in that same vision. So it's definitely not Tento.
Is it Lonnie? Did Lonnie turn? No, that's not true.
Oh,
That can't be. Lonnie hates the water. She wouldn't turn into a water creature.
You
Is
know,
that Treadfar?
that's pretty solid.
no. Treadfar got turned into an eagle.
Well, wait, when did Treadfar turn into an eagle? Anyways, whatever. All right, let's try to get our bearings. So we're on the island. What is this place? Have you checked it out yet?
You
No.
gaze upon a palatial structure, ruined, but not as overgrown as might expect in such a jungle by time. It seems that black and red tile and stone has been used to fashion a brilliant place. There are many arrow slits and other ways to attack out lingered all over, and there's a collapsed wall near you, as well as what would appear to be a proper passageway actually leading into the grounds of this palatial structure. It seems that its third floor ascends 50 feet above your present position. I would say Zion rolls me a history with advantage upon gazing at the structure. Zion, the architecture is unmistakable. This is an obsidian dwarf palace. It could be the obsidian dwarf palace. The fabled red and black palace at the heart of their empire, which for a time served as the administrative keystone of their entire organization until it was destroyed or otherwise wiped out in a mysterious event lost to history. This presaged the end of the obsidian dwarf empire. They were fabled for their rune craft, which they used to conquer the seas. The dwarvish cannon on your ship is taken from one of their vessels.
Ooh.
Can you just say that I think this is a huge oversight. Where it talks about how the creature can't speak or cast spells or take any other action that requires hands or speech, but says nothing about whether or not it still understands the languages that it did before.
We've absolutely played it as being able to understand prior languages. So I would say that at least is our ruling for the moment.
It does say that it takes the beast game statistics completely.
I think it'd be a lot funnier if it couldn't,
still
but that would also make it a lot
have
more
the-
annoying.
Well, like we didn't have to worry about this for Treadfar because giant eagles can just understand common straight up. The other times this I've used polymorph and it would have mattered would be when possibly with Darren and Kai as a dolphin.
Yeah.
But I actually
fun
don't think it's
times.
come up that often because last time I also turned into a giant eagle.
Also, the fact that Lonnie just speaks with animals at will, so
Yeah, we've
it's
never
usually not
actually had
you who's
to.
stuck in that form.
Yeah, this
But
actually has not come up often.
mechanically
if at
speaking,
all.
you take all the game statistics of that creature, which it
Okay.
shouldn't have a language known.
No, it doesn't. Giant
but
eagles are the exception.
Is the
So,
pond
yep,
still
I
up?
don't know what the fuck y'all are talking about. Cool.
Bond's down.
Oh, alright.
I can only communicate with Lumi now, and Lumi's not here either.
Lumi's
Lonnie's
having
gonna
a panic attack somewhere.
Lonnie's gonna start trying to flip over and see if
That is such a bad idea. You are a killer whale. You do not want to flip. You're not
Donnie
gonna be able to
wants
flip
to
yourself
see if
back.
she
Sperm
can get
whale.
it. She
Not a
Donnie's trying to
killer whale.
turn around, like lift her
Sorry.
body. Also, I think I'm actually going to
Give me a s-
eventually die here
Give me
as a
s-
whale.
Give me a strength check. I looked it up, and technically speaking, you breathe air, but
You breathe air, so
It's not that. It's because water buoyancy. Whales are fucking heavy. Whales are not
Yeah.
meant to be on the land.
yeah, you'll eventually like crush yourself more or less, or gravity will crush you rather.
Yeah.
But
I don't
hey,
know how long that takes though.
It'll take a while. I mean, beached whales die horribly across hours. So look forward to that. Forward to sensation. Roll me a
Great.
strength check.
It's
to flip
a
over.
good thing. My conjure wooden beans only last an hour max. Sorry, what check am I supposed to make now?
Make a strength check using your whale stats.
26. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, you think we should do something about the whale?
yeah, I kind of feel bad for it. Like it's just beached here.
Want to turn around? I'm trying to look.
You turn around and you
I mean-
manage to flip over
How
and
do you
view
turn?
the palace.
Just enough flopping.
I'll let
It's like
Lumi know that
Tremors.
there's a big black building that looks like a castle or a palace or something.
All right, Lumi says she's on the way. Although, do you say you can't understand Lumi?
I can because that's it's a bomb. It's like a telepathic bomb between the two of us.
All right, yeah. So Lumi says, "I'll find it," and also she says, "I think there are other wolves on this island." And as she says that, you all hear howling coming from your south and the sound of gnashing and violence coming from the south towards. You're like boxed in by jungle, by the way. There's like a clearing of jungle around this place, and then.
Alright, I'll just also add to Lumi that I can see the edge of the jungle.
Zana, do you think we should just end this thing's misery? It's kind of morbid, but
It would
It's-
take it hours to die.
how do you know? Have you beached a whale before?
Slowly and painfully.
Zana, please answer. Have you beached a whale before? Is that why you know?
I've watched one
For science.
for science.
Anyways, I got some things that might kill it or just might make it worse, but I've got clinging nettle. It's
Hmm.
toxic to creatures and to weak people.
I don't think that's a weak person.
I mean, I've never really
how
fed
much
it.
do you have?
Not a lot.
I think we just start hitting it.
We just start hacking it.
Wait. I had another spell cast on me. How long does this last?
Yeah, how long does Sanctuary last? Do you think
It
better
only
of
lasts
it?
a minute. It only lasts a minute.
Alright, it's
It's gotta have been a minute,
They've
right?
deliberated way too fucking long for it to still be active. As you two walk up on the body,
funny.
we cut to Tento. Let me just
No, I want to see a team killing.
so Tento, and you guys, you see the map only through the cones of the party icons, right? So you see only the illuminated zone.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, Tento. There is beach, and there is jungle. You find yourself on a beach, Tento, and yeah, there is not much around you other than water, sand, and ahead of you, jungle. You find yourself, almost in a tranquil place. Although there is an undercurrent of something being very wrong here. An undercurrent of something
Of course there is.
strange. Yeah.
Tentos are just like looks around like anyone else around here?
You see,
No, of course not.
You see slithering
wait.
near the tree line, a large lizard-like creature, noxious with strange eggs hanging from under it. It seems to look at you and hiss before receding deeper into the jungle.
What the fuck was that?
You have a strange sensation as if though what you have seen is only the beginning of the strange sights and sounds of this place.
Tento sort of just sighs and like it just takes one more look around. Is like anyone else around me? And I'm separated. Okay, well, Tento will kind of like put a cloth over his face or over like his nose and mouth just to make sure, and just walk towards the forest.
Certainly. You find yourself quickly in the jungle and just under its canopies. You see various forms of life, mostly small, harmless things, and strong vegetations abound. It's a thinner jungle here, but it gets thicker as well. And the place overall gives you a sensation of not unlike that of the note of progeny. You're going uphill. You're going almost like towards. You're ascending. You know that. You could push on. You could head to your left. You could head to your right. Or you could just keep going forward.
I guess I'll just keep moving forward. I guess I would assume the highest point would give me the best view of everything.
Yep. So you keep getting up and up and up until you reach a cliffside. And I need to put you on the right level, or this will look weird. Oh, did I not? Okay, I did.
Oh yeah, I just want to make sure that I always have my hand on at least one of my weapons
Oh yeah.
as I'm
You're right.
traveling.
So you head up, and I'll put the eye out so that the party can see what you're seeing. So yeah, it's a big fuck off cliff, and you see the island nearby. And I'm gonna pop over here, and because you've come here, I'm gonna give you like a temporarily greater vision. One moment.
Okay.
Light. It should be like 1,000. So, you see that there is a sort of like a squat stone ruin over here, and also to your south, almost carved into the cliffside, is some sort of a temple. You're clearly on the northeasternmost island, the one that Treadfar looked at with some concern. As far as you can tell of the island across, it's steep cliff. You'd have to do a lot of climbing if you swam over there. But if you just follow the cliff to the south, you should be able to reach that temple. You get a sense that's where the noxious creature returned towards.
I guess I'm going towards the temple.
Yeah, so Tento, in this fashion, finds himself walking towards the temple. Growing closer and closer.
I'm sure nothing bad will happen to me. It's fine, guys.
Yeah, nothing bad's gonna happen. Right, everyone?
No, don't pause while saying that, Lee. It makes people nervous. Right?
Are you? Meanwhile, the Black Red Palace. So, you guys just walked up deciding to euthanize the whale. Launches. How is this going down?
I don't know if this works this way, but I could paralyze it to hope that it doesn't feel any more pain. I actually don't know if
poison
that...
do you got? This is a gargantuan creature. You do know that the dosage has to go up exponentially, right?
Hold on,
I
Zion.
hope you can't hear
Wait
any
a
of
minute,
this.
Zion, can you see through wall? Oh no, you can't see through walls. For some reason, when I clicked on you, I could see through walls, but not anymore. Wait, hold on.
So that's pretty cool
Hold
ability
on.
for Zion
Hold
to have.
on. When I
What
put
are the walls that you're talking about?
when I put Zion in one particular spot, he can see. Oh my god, can you see through all the walls as well?
The thick line. I can see through the thick line.
But not the ones beyond it.
Correct.
Yeah, those are arrow slits. Those are like arrow slits, so you can totally see through them.
Mm.
When I had Zion on this particular spot, none of the walls were like.
Oh.
Oh, I can see through it, but I've kind of haven't actually really been studying it. I didn't even register I could really see the rooms. I'll just zoom in very closely on this butchering that's about to happen.
How do I fucking reset? The...
Yeah, team killing. Woo! Wait a sec.
This is also a very interesting conversation I'm having with my friend right now. My party members are talking about putting this quote-unquote mysteriously beached sperm whale out of its misery so it doesn't die a slow, painful death over the next couple hours. I can't understand them.
So,
It is really funny because I think message could fix this, but
All right, I should just reset the fog of war for all of you.
oh, actually no, message might not actually even be able to fix it.
Message still needs understandable language.
Right,
Yeah.
I forgot that. I straight up can't. I straight up don't know common right now.
It is basically a long distance whispering.
Ah.
I
It-
mean, I can
it
go
doesn't
through
say
my
anything
herbalism
about-
kit to
If it doesn't say it can transcend the languages, then it doesn't.
yeah.
Hmm.
But it also says you whisper a message and the target hears the message, which implies you speak it in a language and they hear that language.
Oh, what's the plan, guys?
I mean, I can go through my herbalism kit and see what kind of toxins I have to try to put it out of its misery, but
What's
I don't have enough on me
that
to deal with this.
building? What are you all talking
Do you want this?
about?
Oh fuck! Do you
You
want to
want
use
the
it here?
The Royal
This is
Gallows
Oroshi's rose.
Oh my god.
This is the thing that Orochi
I mean,
had to
that
swat Tento
that
away
would definitely
from.
kill it, right? Like I'm just saying, it's definitely gonna die if it takes that, right?
Zion, where did you get that rose?
Hiroshi gave it to me. He said something
Where does
about,
Orochi have a rose like that?
he said something about poison and poison.
That's the only part Zai remembers. Something about poisoning and poisons. That's the only part I remembers for whatever reason.
Tento tried to touch it a few times. He got yelled at.
As he should. Like, people shouldn't be touching like flowers like that in general. I mean, I don't even think you're safe from it. And you're not. Well, you are a person, but
Oh?
you're not flesh and blood.
What?
Mm.
So not only are you gonna kill an innocent animal, you're calling Zion not a person too?
I said, no, you are a person.
Is this Kambancho's down heel turn? Is
Yeah, this
Kambancho
is
the
where
villain now?
Kabanjo gets canceled.
Yeah.
No, I do not recommend using that. That is one rare and two is like it's an ancient relic level of value. I am surprised you have one. But no, I don't have any other ideas. I mean, if you want to use it, that'd be a pretty quick way to just end its misery.
Mm. I mean, if you don't suggest it, then what are we gonna do?
I honestly don't know.
How many rounds do you think you could actually
It might take a while to pummel this thing to death. I'm just saying.
I mean, yeah, but like,
Unless, wait. Wait, let me,
Start punching it. What a ridiculous situation you guys are in.
it is.
This is the last time I'm gonna try to save the fucking boat.
Can I
To be fair, what's
determine if
happening right
this...
now is not because of the boat. It's because these guys might be a little dumb. just saying. These guys
I
might be a little silly
determine-
right now.
if this is a magical whale.
I mean,
Whale
you
that
could
was
use your
created-
eyes.
They're open, yes.
No, I meant like your other thing that you.
Yeah, I guess I
Down,
could use it.
please.
Camacho's dealing with a hangover and like wondering what the fuck to do with a whale. What
I
a
guess I'll
situation.
just turn on clear sight to see if it's a magical whale.
All right. Yeah, physical manifestation, all magical and ethereal forces. You see a magical force that is absolutely spinning this whale into existence.
Yep, it's a magical whale.
Oh, all right. So
Yeah,
I guess this is. I mean, that leads. This is Lonnie or one of the ship members, crew members.
Yeah. I think charades would work.
I mean, how do you interpret flop?
Oh.
Hmm.
No, Camacho brings up a good point. he's he's not wrong.
Flop once for yes and flop twice for no.
Zion coming up with the 300 IQ idea problem solver right here.
Rage will work. I don't know. How do you interpret?
I'm assuming we can't use Pathfinder coup de grace rules, right? I actually
No.
don't know if that would even work in this situation
What
because
is that?
it's a way to just end a fight if you have the enemy like so incapacitated that you just death blow someone basically.
I mean, I'm not saying we necessarily have to like if you're going to actually just like hit this whale to zero. I'm not saying you actually
You'll eventually lose concentration from all the hits. It's inevitably.
Shit,
Well-
actually, yeah, it does matter because there is a chance that that I actually could hang on
Because you're
to
trying
it.
to preserve concentration, yeah.
But that would also drop concentration for Treadfloor.
Yeah. Or this is polymorph on Tread for, yeah.
Well,
That's
we
why I'm
wouldn't know
not
that.
straight up dropping concentration because if I did, then I could also get out of this form. Am I able to like worm my way over to the palace?
You know, Babancho, let's determine if this is Lonnie first.
Oh,
I don't
boy,
know how
the
we're
fuck are
gonna
you
do that.
Alright. I'll go to the whale's eye.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure it's looking at me.
Oh, wait! I'm an idiot.
Can Lonnie try to like roll on her right
You have
side to
secret
kind
animals,
of
don't you?
wave?
With animals.
You motherfucker.
Bro, what the fuck? Shit! You can't.
That's just the best way this could end.
Is this how we end the fucking bit? Oh yeah, so I can see the animals. Oh my god.
Yeah,
In my
I'm gonna walk
defense,
over to Kabancho.
I'm hungover.
I thought someone
I'm
else
gonna
had
start
speak with
shaking him again.
animals.
I'm gonna start
Just
shaking
Going
Just
to say,
chill,
I
Kabancho.
thought one of
Kabancho.
us had speak with
Chill,
animals, but I didn't
Kabancho.
want to
Oh my
actually
God.
say it because I thought they would know.
Just kill Kabancho, Zion. Just kill him. Just
I'm just
Oh.
gonna shake him a little more to wake him up.
Zion, please stop. My head hurts so much.
Alright, go ahead.
Hi, Spermwell. Who are
You
you?
just, as soon as you use it, you probably hear like, "What are you waiting for? Why aren't we going? I need to get out of this form. My back is really starting to hurt."
I like how you're not.
How
How
do
do
we
we get you out of
uncomfortable.
this form? Also, who are you? Please answer that first. Because apparently that
You-
matters to
I-
Zion.
Who do you think I am?
Please stop yelling. I don't know.
Yell
You
louder.
sound like Tento, but I know you're not Tento.
Lonnie,
Actually,
remember
everyone
they were
sounds like
gonna
Also,
Tento
try
right
did
to
it
now.
kill
really
you
take you this
first.
long to remember that you speak with animals?
You
This is what
do
happens
not.
when I'm not around.
You don't. I actually don't know if you got hit with the same thing I did. I am surprised I'm standing right now. So yes, it took me this long. Yeah, Zion, this is Lonnie here, and apparently she's been waiting for us to just cut her out. It sounds like.
Kiki, you're kind of
There-
a dumbass right now.
There must be a reason why she's keeping this form.
Well, her
And-
pixies casted it, so it's not like she can just drop concentration. Why don't you drop
When-
concentration?
Because I'm worried about keeping Treadfar polymorph. That's why I think that's why the demon didn't go for our ship.
Oh, that's right. Zion, you mentioned Treadfar is now an eagle.
Mm-hmm.
Lonnie doesn't want to drop concentration because that seems like it's protecting Treadfar.
Yeah, that's what I was assuming.
Oh god.
Why'd you ask?
So we are cutting Lonnie open.
No, we cannot cut Lonnie open. Because that'll make her drop concentration. Or there's a chance for her to drop concentration.
Although Lonnie specifically said, "This is hurting my back. Please, what are you waiting for?" Right, Lonnie? Wait, right, Lonnie?
For speak with animals, do you have to choose to like change your language to speak to animal speak?
It is not specific, or it's not
Okay,
specified anywhere.
I guess Lonnie will.
Depends on
say,
how we
like,
want to play it.
I mean, I can't think of another way unless you know where the pixies are, but I don't know where we are in general. Lumi's on her way, but it doesn't really change the fact that I can't move.
Would you be willing to stay here for an hour or for the rest of the hour to try to protect Treadfar as much as possible? Or do you want us to try to get you out of this form and risk Treadfar? We also don't know where Treadfar is. Treadfar could be kind of fucked right now to begin with.
I mean, I guess I'll just wait. The other thing would be, you said that like you're able to help me hold concentration better. Although I guess I'm not exactly keen on the idea of you just hacking into my body.
I mean,
Even
I'm
if
not
it's not
either.
actually my body, but
I mean, it still feels like we're hacking into you. But yeah, I can give you some of my patron's power and give you concentration or I can I'll help you hold concentration.
well, that's only if we have to force me out of this form. I guess at least now I know what's going on.
Yeah, we're at some sort of ruins. I still don't quite understand where we are
I guess
or
I'll
where
just
Tento is. Tento is somewhere else on this island, apparently.
Lonnie's gonna try to like row well actually Lonnie's gonna say like move back a bit and Lonnie's gonna try to rotate so she can have one eye on the on the palace and one eye just like out away from it. And Lonnie's like, I guess I'll painfully keep watch. And if you hear me bellowing again, this time it's because something bad is happening. Or maybe something good, but either way, you should probably come back out.
Okay. I guess just so you know, I can cast speak with animals again, but I can't do it too many times.
Can you ritual cast?
No, unfortunately not. Actually, wait, as a ranger, can I? I'm not sure. I've never really tried it.
Well, just know you have to come back out here if you start hearing a wail.
You
I
just
mean, I
gonna
don't know
let
how
yourself slowly
deep that
die?
ruins is, but yeah, we'll come out if something happens or when we hear you.
Don't exactly have a better plan right now.
Yeah. Hey Zion, so we're leaving Lonnie for dead. I mean to guard watch. And
I can still understand you, you know.
yeah, but Zion can't. So Zion,
I just
we
You're such a shitty friend.
um, God,
Oh
my
my
head.
gosh.
So Lonnie's gonna stay here and keep watch. I
I
think
would like to
we try
try
to
to
figure out
rotate.
what. Oh yeah, well, hey Zion, do you mind helping Lonnie turn?
That's way too big for me to help.
I mean,
Can I
I'm assuming
painfully,
Lonnie's gonna
slowly try to
flop,
turn so
and
I
you just
have
try to
one
pull.
eye
I'll give
out
you
towards
some
the
rope.
jungle?
Yeah, you just you again hear the sounds of howling and clashing. This time closer. There's a rustling of the leaves and some
Oh God.
birds begin
All
to
right,
fly.
let's just
Oh,
head on in.
yeah.
then.
Lumi said that there's wolves on the island besides her.
So if I shoot the first wolf I see and doesn't, and it happens to be Luby, do I get a pass?
Lonnie's going to open her mouth and try to snap at Kabancho.
Because my interpretation skills is up to my interpretation, I think that is a yes. But that being said, are you sure you're going to be okay with being left out here? If there are other creatures on this island, other dangerous creatures on this island.
Can Lonnie try to roll onto Kabancho?
You can give me a strength check.
I mean, I'm backed up. If I see a giant whale trying to turn, I'm going to keep backing up.
That's a fair assumption. Yeah.
Right, it is +8. Yeah, it's +8.
All right, yeah. So you flop over, Boncha runs away, and Zion heads into the structure.
I like to think
Lonnie's-
Zion's just infinitely confused at this point. It doesn't
One
know what's
more
going on.
thing, though, before the 10 minutes are up. Lonnie wants to ask Lumi if she happens to be fighting with some wolves or anything else that howls.
She says, "No, it sounds like that's coming. It's coming from the far side of a clearing from me. I'm still trying to find the structure."
Head towards that direction because I hear it and it sounds like it's getting closer.
I'm coming.
What's this part here?
So you see that is a collapsed bit of wall that has, spills rubble out into the grass.
Oh, so can we climb in from there?
Yep, you just climb right in.
Heck yeah. Let's go, Kabancho.
One thing, Kabancha is gonna put on the ground one of the potions of quickening,
Mhm.
So you can see the text. On the ground and say, Lonnie, I'm gonna leave this here for you if you need it.
So Lana can roll away quicker to do the
No, I was
quickening.
gonna put it like near her mouth to like so she can chomp onto it if she needs it, or if she gets out of her form, she can. It's right next to her and she can pick it up.
After they leave, Lonnie is just going to experimentally stick out her tongue to see if it's even of any use. But that's after you leave.
Yeah, after that.
Can I reach it?
I mean, I'm gonna put it
So
within like
fucking
biting
stupid.
distance, or at least try to.
With every failed try, Lonnie's gonna be like, Kiki's a fucking idiot. Kiki's a fucking idiot.
So you all head in, or I mean, not even. It's like two of people of a 4-member party head in, and you find an eerie silence in this collapsed structure, and it is built with an elegantly tall ceiling, although clearly with dwarves in mind. So it's more like a decently spacious ceiling for you. The ceiling is 25 feet up. Ruined bits of wall all around give you sight lines into the rest of the structure. You can see that there's a more defensive type of window built towards the outside, these window slits and murder holes. With the interior courtyard, there are these large circular portholes, more for, pleasure viewing. You step in, and moving around the dirt and the grime, you wonder, where's my friend Tento, and what's he up to? Tento, you are in a thick track of jungle. Not this track of jungle, a thick track of jungle, Tento. And you're walking.
Walking down the street, singing do da do da da dee do.
So, there is a flapping as something in the tree line maneuvers itself. Actually, hold on. There are these strange leathery looking bird almost things. One cluster of 3 and 2 clusters of 2 nearby. You see them. You have very good passive perception, and you know that they seem to be waiting for something. You see signs of depressed grass and like little bits of residue, but mostly ripped up, almost like things have been swallowed whole nearby. And
Can I just say, when you said depressed grass, I was like, can I cheer up the grass?
I mean, depressions in the grass, not.
Sorry, go on.
Mm-hmm.
You said they're waiting for something?
They, like maybe something that is alive and made of meat to eat.
Oh. Can I sneak past them?
Give me a stealth, and tell me, how do you plan to sneak past them? What do you need to do?
This is thick forest. Are there any like bushes that I could
There's
pass
like
through
there's
with?
like bush and tall grass, and you can head through the.
Yeah. You know, I'll do like the army crawl. I'll be like Solid Snake.
Yeah, so you're prone. You do a really good job of not being seen, but in the process, you do rustle the grasses. You look at one of the creatures above you, and it turns its head towards you, and you notice something about the creature's head. It doesn't have eyes. There are these weird cavities in its head that sort of quiver and react, and its mouth unhinges unnaturally largely as it lets out a cry
I'm gonna
and fires off
Nope.
a sonic bombardment. Make me that con save. You just click yourself and click on the con save button.
Sorry. Oh gosh.
Alright, Tenta, you suffer 12 thunder damage.
Alright. Anything else?
Well, yes, in the sense that, it's now...
I don't want to see that.
Yeah, it's
I don't
now
wanna see
combat time
that.
as a flapping of wings comes in as this pale swallow closes to melee range and attempts to bite you with a goring bite. You're prone, so it has advantage. Does this 22 hit you?
Yes.
Alright, and, yep. Delivering you 7 damage. It is Tento's turn. What do you want to do?
I guess I'll stand up and fucking attack the thing that tried to bite me.
Alright. That is a clean hit. You slash it for perhaps a third of its health. It recoils. It lets out a frightened sound from the horrible feelers in its head and its mouth. It doesn't seem like it's about that life, and you suspect that if you begin imposing casualties, they will probably run away.
Cool, let's see if I can impose some casualties. Offhand. Oh, damn, I almost saw that crit.
Ching! You hit. You know that you also think that they could deal some pretty big damage if they got a crit on you, and they seem more likely to get a crit than you do.
Yep. God, if I move away from it, it can fucking hit me. I don't know what's good position to put myself. Because there's really no place I could put myself.
You notice that there's a 90-degree arc for the thunder attack.
Yeah, but it can just reposition itself. It's very... If it attacks by hearing me, it'd be very hard for me to hide. Because I have to move through the grass.
Yeah, you need to become
I don't think
silent.
Yeah, I don't think I can tiptoe my way out of the place. And I already used my bonus action, so I can't really stealth anywhere. It's awkward. I'll just guess I'll try to move behind this tree. Does it op me?
Yeah, it'll try and op you.
Okay.
It goes for a goring bite,
Yeah. What?
delivering a
Is
critical
that a
hit.
crit? Okay.
Delivering 14 damage. Oh,
It's not a
Alright.
crit.
It can crit easier, apparently.
it can crit on 18 and
Oh.
up. That's what I meant when I said it seems like
18?
it seems like they can crit much more easily than you, yeah. So,
Yeah,
the
okay, I
Pale
mean,
Swallow's giving you
yeah.
a bite. The other Pale Swallow moves in, attempts a goring attack. That hit.
Yeah, I mean, it hits, yeah. Really
Oh
can't
shit,
do
your
much
AC is
here.
only 17. I forgot everybody else in your party is the ones who have the really nice ACs.
I technically have 18 AC because I'm dual wielding, but yeah, it's
Alright,
just...
take 4. This guy flies in for an attack with advantage. Hitting, dealing
It's on the
you-
dot.
dealing you the damage. The Pale Swallow next to you activates their Goring Bite Frenzy, attacking with advantage. Missing. And yeah, the other Pale Swallows are probably, hopefully for you, no, oh. So, okay, this one is close enough that they can close and make the attack. The others are not going to be able to do that, thankfully. This motherfucker is honestly just going to come up and try to point blank sonic bombard you. As it goes, it like just comes up into the brush that you're in. It goes. Also, I mean, you're kind of like in a bush, so I don't know if you should be getting. I don't know. Still thinking about that. Might be a cancel out situation, but hit me that con save. Pass easy. Alright. The wounded one comes in on you and attempts to, you know, slice into you with a goring bite with advantage. Dealing a critical hit for 20 damage. And
Alright, I'll have that one.
Okay, yeah, so I'll heal you back 10. I'll plus 10 you. And then
Yeah.
another one tries to give you a goring bite, frenzy, advantage from flanking. Just fucking fails completely. Tento, it is your turn. What do you do?
Guess I'll hit the one that I hit earlier? Jesus.
Yes. Use it half health. You hack them hard at the wasting falchion.
9.
It looks like about that much health left. He's standing with, if you could take him down, you think that you might be able to get these guys to break off.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
You swing.
Oh, the wrong weapon. Wrong roll, sorry. Yeah, okay.
15 hits. You deal 4 damage.
So-
Or
3. Oof.
he's really bloody.
Yeah, I mean that's all I can really. I can't get out by all these guys, so
You can remember you can bonus action disengage as a rogue. Oh, you've already bonus
bonus
action.
action to offhand.
Is there an easy way that rogues get to disengage that I'm thinking of that's in addition to that?
Nope.
No.
Alright, well, this guy will personally choose to flee. Do you want to op him?
I kinda don't want to, cause
You want to save the reaction to be able to have damage?
yeah, if I
Yeah.
can have my damage,
You
I
think-
probably want to save that.
You think he's got about 6 HP, and if you can kill him, you think they'll break. So the question is, do you want to try and keep holding out, or do you want to break him? Because remember, all the ones, like, 3 of them didn't even attack you last turn because they had to fly away. They had to fly in. So that's the choice you're making.
I guess I'll try the op because I'm dead either way. Because there's a lot of things just hitting me.
You swing and you hit, give me the damage. Okay, yeah,
Okay.
you hack that shit in half, it falls down, bleeding acidly. Almost seems like there's like a purpleness to some of its blood in a way that seems weirdly familiar to you. And yeah, like on their turns, they all disengage and flee. As they are fucking not about that. Like, although it's worth noting, they do sort of form an outer perimeter and sort of like set out like a call, and they're kind of like keeping away from you, but they're sort of keeping near and watching you. You want to keep going?
Yeah, I'll keep moving forward. I certainly don't want to stay here.
All right, yeah. So that ends that combat. Meanwhile, back in the palace, which you guys are exploring the palace. All right. And correct me if I'm wrong, but Lonnie, how much longer are you away? It lasts like an hour, right?
Let me double check polymorph really quick.
Sure.
But the concentration on the pixies lasts an hour, and I cast that before combat.
All right.
So like that's the max it could last. Anyways, I just need to see if it's shorter.
Polymorph is also an hour, by the way.
Okay, yeah. So it starting from before combat when I did the spyglass thing. That's the start of the hour marker.
Oh, I forgot. I
Said
still
it's
had my.
been at least 10 minutes.
I still have my clear sight on, so I can't see.
Well,
The
while you have that
ground?
on, do you see
What?
anything magical?
What do you mean
Unless
can't
it's
see?
magical.
How far
Right.
out? How far out is
So-
that again?
Um, it doesn't say. I'm guessing
Massively,
like
right?
Viewing distance?
That's quite. What the fuck happened to? Oh god, no, no, no,
The
no,
sun.
no. Fuck. Sorry, I made a little fucky wucky there. My bad. Oh, I know why it's doing that, and that is very annoying and not easily fixed. So you are just trying to like move. You're trying to like scope out and see if there's magic shit nearby.
well, I didn't turn it off yet, but yeah, I'm scoping out if there's magical stuff. So I'm just gonna follow the magical
Poncho.
figure of Cabancho.
Mhm.
Because Lumi would count as magic, right? Because she's been summoned by bonded mount.
Yeah. So that magic would have a signature in this scenario. And yeah, you
Alright, Cabancho, lead the way, because I can only see you right now.
Alright. There's a door over here. There's
Random
a-
side fact: if you grab onto Kabanto's elbow, you will also be able to feel elevation changes, so you won't. You theoretically won't trip over stairs and stuff.
so you head out and you find there's like like crud like all over the floor, so like evidence of collapse, further evidence of collapse, and
Is this a hole down or is this a pile of rubble?
it's not
from above?
it's not a hole up or down, but it is like shit has fallen here. There's no exposed hole into another zone from here though. And yeah, you see the courtyard in through these portholes, and you don't see any immediate nearby magical stuff like on your level, Zion, but you do see a lot of magic woven into the ground below. You're certain that there's a lower level laced with rune magic, because you almost see it as like this this rectangle below you.
Ooh, there's stuff below us, that's for sure.
Well, I don't know if that's a good thing. Can you see? I want to like try to position you in front of the arrow slits.
These
To
are
my
the
right.
circular windows. These are not arrow slits.
Yeah. Oh, the windows, and like, can you see anything in the courtyard? I don't. There's a staircase on the far side and something else.
You see nothing in
I can't
particular
see
in the
too much
direction
from
you're
here.
being pointed, Zion.
No, there's nothing.
All right. I think
Although
there's a room back.
actually, as you say that move, you do notice like a flicker of what could have been like the silhouette of almost a person, somewhere over
Oh.
here, the northwest.
Was
think
that
I saw
me or
someone.
Zion or both?
Zion sees it.
I think I saw something northwest of us.
Was it moving?
It's like a silhouette of a person.
I don't see anything. But I mean, I guess you see all right now. So,
No, I do not see all.
well, yeah, okay.
Nothing's magical.
There's this room in here with the table and some pots. There's a dining room, kitchen. Check the back room.
So you find that this appears
Go
to
in the
be.
back rooms.
So you look around, you find some silver and golden treasures, and you find what appear to be like desiccated ruin of like very old moth infestation. You look around, and based on some of the slits in the walls, you think there used to be many fine silks and fabrics here. However, they were eventually all consumed.
How much silver and gold is there? There's like a chest or pile of it.
It's not just like in cash; it's in the very nice furnishings. So you
Okay,
so if you tried to like make
they're
off
not
with the silver,
coinage.
not coinage.
Okay.
They'd be a little more complicated to carry off with. Also, it's important to note this is a elevation. Like this is in the room, but it goes both in that hallway you were in and right here. It's like the room kind of like the hill that you're built on is slanted and it goes up 10 feet.
Mhm.
So if you go there, it's like you step up and you're still in the same room. It might look weird from where you're standing though. You won't be able to see past the bump.
Can I check out the pots and see if there's anything inside of them?
You note that it seems like these have been imported, perhaps from perhaps from some Degorian settlements, perhaps Iscadonia or somewhere else. There were lots of them who lived around the Long Sea, so that's not surprising. In terms of their contents, however, it looks like perhaps a very small amount of, like, again, like rot, like physical detritus of maybe plants were once here and they've long since died. Lonnie, you hear like horrible beached whale sounds coming from behind you as Lonnie attempts to bounce sound.
I thought echolocation was a higher pitch that usually people can't hear.
Oh, can people not hear echolocation sounds? I honestly have no idea
usually
if a sperm whale echolocation would be audible. I assume so.
Otherwise, we would be hearing bats a lot.
Indeed.
Or like if people swim with dolphins, you would also be hearing that a lot.
I mean,
more.
if you're right next to the whale, you'll probably hear it, or at least feel it.
Yeah, you'll
But-
probably feel it more than hear
in
it.
the water, but I guess
Yeah.
in the air it might just not register as anything. So, Zion and Kabansha, do you step up the stairs?
Yeah. Do you want to? Oh, I cannot go up these stairs.
You can't?
Nah, it's considered a wall.
You're up them now. Okay.
Yep.
So you guys find yourself in like an area that starts to wrap around some sort of other courtyard. However, you hear a hard coming from down the hallway to the west. East, sorry.
East?
Yeah. It's like around this corner. Do you...
I'm gonna try to pull Zion to around this corner. Oh, I also cannot move there either.
Damn,
I can't move any more right.
Sounds like you're not very good at moving
I also cannot move to the right.
to the
Yeah, there's a
right.
wall here for us.
So there's a wall here for you. You're at 10 feet tall. Let me just check the walls and figure out what it is, because if it's what I'm worried it is,
It might be a wall on
That
a
make-
different level that's blocking us.
it makes no damn sense though, because the only place there'd even maybe be a wall would be the second floor, and that's 25 feet up. And I'm not seeing the numbers registering. Let me move you around one more time and see if I can fix you.
I mean, you usually can force us past walls, but
yeah,
we
but
can't move
try,
ourselves.
Try
past them.
moving from where you are right now.
I can't move to the right.
Fuck. The floor above you is definitely... Wait, you'd be going through the window. No, wait, would you? Yeah, you'd be going through the... You should have been able to move to the right from there.
Through the window.
I mean, so if you promise to be very good, I can solve this problem. Because I think I can I think I can let you move through walls, right?
I don't know, but we don't have a whole lot of time left in today.
Focus,
So,
darkness,
assuming that this doesn't come up too often.
illusion,
And Zion and I don't try to troll you by going back and forth past walls.
ambience,
Oh, now that you said something.
grid.
Because this is most likely going to be a bigger problem that's going to take a while to fix.
I'm just gonna see if there's a.
You can manually move us?
If there's a checkbox that I can flip, then I'll just do that. I'm worried that that
Sure.
was an extended setting from something that I've turned off. All right, yeah. So I'm just gonna have to move you guys most of the time. So,
But I'm
you're
going to
the
try to
booth- booth.
hide us behind this corner.
And by the way, Zion, you can see this almost clear as day. There is like a very like nice metal and like runic energy flowing from some sort of a strange entity to your east, like here. You can see
That
the
looks fun.
outline. It's almost like humanoid, almost but like a double-wide person.
Did it look like the humanoid I saw earlier?
No, that one looked like more like the size of maybe a dwarf. This one looks like twice your size.
Oh, that thing's big.
You hear boof, boof, boof coming down the halls.
I'm trying to go around to this corner.
You want to go up and like you want to like sneak a peek?
Not particularly. I just wanted to make sure that I'm like at the corner, out of sight or out of sight.
Mm-hmm.
Zan, do you want to confront this thing, or do you want to try to sneak around it? Because we can head north, and maybe we can see the courtyard better, and maybe we can see that figure to the west that we saw.
Entirely up to you. I would
I
like to see, study it.
For now, let's try to keep the element of surprise. Let's head north and try to go around this thing.
All right, lead the
So I don't
way.
know what direction we need to go to begin with, but seeing that figure before might be a person we can talk to.
All right, lead the way. I can't see much.
And as you go by, you see there's this overgrown, like series of broken fountains here, and you're headed there. Meanwhile, Lonnie, Lumi thinks to you. Lumi thinks thoughts to you, and she thinks, Lonnie, they're calling out in the south. The wolves are running away. They say that one of these foul-smelling ones has done something crazy, and they say that the meat of their bodies tastes like ash.
Whose bodies?
Not sure. Just going off of what I hear in the howling.
What is it? The direction of? Is it the howling that I said I was close to?
Yes, it must be. They must be fighting someone who has strange meat. And you hear...
It has the howling gone closer?
Yeah, but more sporadic and like thinned out. Like it sounded like there was like a whole pack, maybe, or like a large pack attacking someone, and now it sounds more like they're talking to each other as they fall back. So,
How close are you?
and Lumi says, "Close. I can see. It's on the other side of a gorge, and I'm just trying to work my way around. But I can see a clearing, and I think I see black walls."
Yeah, that's where I am.
Lumi says, "I'm on the way, and I'll be there soon. Stay alive." And Kabancho, you find a central stair room. 2 grand stairs go up, and you see that this is in fact a grand like throne room and reception chamber. You see hold on. You see this is inappropriate music. What do I want? Mischievous.
What, you don't want to do creepy haunted mansion music?
Not the moment. So there's a grand reception area, and what would be a very tall pair of thrones for dwarves, but are more just sort of like, reasonably sized thrones for everybody else. And there's more like gold and silver and treasure all about. And you see various like treasures, and you see, Zion, there's plenty of magical treasure in the direction of the thrones. There seems to be magic imbued in the thrones as well, over to your east. And are you trying to creep? Are you trying to move stealthily, or are you trying to move like swiftly?
Kaban's just trying to move stealthily.
Give me a sneak, Kabancha.
Also, I can't see anything to the west. It seems like there's like doorways and windows, but my line of sight gets cut off after a line.
There's a big doorway here. Yeah, it's because of relative distance from height, you see?
Ah, okay.
It's because more or less what's happening is it's like there's a 10-foot ledge. Anyway, yeah. You knock over a bit of pottery that you didn't notice on the ground with one of your legs, and you hear boop 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 as something to the south really speeds up its motion. And let me just see if you catch a glimpse from where. No, even though there's all these sight lines, you don't catch the glimpse. It's funny. Lumi does not smell the smells of the coast, but she does smell the smell of the coast that's common to, like, all islands. So she's pretty sure that there's salt water somewhere nearby, but not, like, imminently. It's not like when you're on the water at all. So, Kabancho, you think that the Memoria Manhunter is coming up. You think that something is coming nearby, and you need to either hide or sprint.
What is the light level of this area?
Or
is there enough windows that's kind of
it's
well lit?
It's well lit by natural light during the day, but it's still natural light. There's still shadow.
Okay.
Do you want to shadow up?
If I can find a good shadow, but if I can't, then I don't know. But I'm gonna tell Zion, like, that thing's gaining on us. Let's move to, and I like pull him to the right a little bit. Let's move this way a bit for now. There's too many windows. It's probably gonna see us. You might just have to stance up against this thing or try to talk to it. I don't know if it will talk to us though.
Stance up.
All right, I'll stand here.
Is there any good, like, I don't know, dark spots in this room or not really?
Against windowless walls and anywhere towards the center of the room, there are good shadows.
So I'll try to, like, just sit and try to be as small as possible in the center of the room.
Yeah. Do you want? There's also a stairway here. Do you want to, like, hide behind the stairway?
Oh, that's a staircase.
Staircase, yeah.
Which side is bottom? Which side is top?
You'd be standing next to the top here, so there's like more or less a wall, but I haven't properly done that in the light layer because I guess I'm silly.
Sure, I'll kind of hide around this corner then.
Yeah, so I mean, I could probably just light layer wall that shit really fast, so it's clear to you. Because, like, yeah, more or less,
I wouldn't worry about it for right now.
it would look like this. If a horse wore pants, would wear like this, like this. Okay, so and Zion, you perfectly see it. You can see it through the walls. You know it's here, it's here, it's here. It's coming around. Do you all have anything readied? And also, Camacho, give me a stealth with advantage. And you're immune to all kinds of dark vision, even if it's magical in nature, right? Yeah. All right. Let's say you are. And Zion, are you doing anything to hide? And are you changing your vision mode, or are you just staying where you are?
I'm just standing still.
Boop, 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 boop. Okay. A very tall creature, automata of some sort with glowing runic energy combining its various parts, comes in. Its hands appear to have strange hacking blades and loaded harpoons, and it has various plates all over. The question was just a minor one about if you were immune to dark vision that was magical in nature, but I'm saying yes. So it looks around. It scans the direction of Carbancho. It scans. It looks right at Zion. It walks right up to Zion, and in Dwarvish, it says, "Identify."
I don't understand Dwarvish.
All right, so it said, "Akantua," from a weird metal face that almost looks like a stylized funerary mask. And it's just looming over you. What do you do, Zion?
Hello.
Uh,
I am 210N.
I like how this thing looks.
It mimics back. Thank you, I drew it. It mimics back what you said to it. You get the sense that this thing has interpreted, "Hello, I am 10N, I am 210N, as your name," and it says it back to you, and then it asks something in Dwarvish. And Kabansha, do you understand Dwarvish?
No. Actually, no, that's a different character. No, I don't.
All right. So it's said the phrase back to you and it's added something to it, Zion. What do you do?
Um,
Shake its hand.
Bonus action disassemble.
is there a language option?
And it seems to play a message that's a little less kind in tone in the dwarvish tongue, and followed in common by a message that almost seems to speak with a different voice, that says, all servants and servitors are to speak the imperial tongue. And then it says something else in dwarvish. It looks at you expectantly. Yep. Meanwhile, so like that conversation like is happening. Lumi arrives finally around saying, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. And she runs right up and hops onto Lonnie.
Lumi, that kind of hurts. My
Uh,
back kind of really hurts right now.
And then she does the thing that like cats do, and she kind of like kneads the blubber. You know what I mean?
that kind of feels good. Can you go lower and do a little harder?
She works her way down the tail, like.
What do people think when they see this, huh? What?
No one
what
sees.
happened?
No one. This is just a clearing, and just a whale and a wolf having whale and wolf time.
Is this what this is?
The spider and the robot are presently in a standoff. It's somewhere else, completely out of sight.
Anyways, can you tell how close the other wolves are?
And she sniffs and she says, very close, but getting further. They're talking about, I think they're talking about regrouping to the east. They don't want to come near this place. They're giving it a wide berth. And I think they're afraid of whatever they fought. They said that they said that they got a kill, but it got back up.
Can you smell, I don't know, like blood or decay coming this way?
And Lumi is like, trying to sense it, and she, pauses and hangs, and after a moment says, blood. Not decay, but something sickly sweet to the blood. Living. Coming down the path, Lumi says, pointing to this path. They're not far.
Are they walking or are they fast approaching?
She cocks her ear and she says, I hear footsteps, distant footsteps and boot steps. Boots on those stones. And she points to these, path stones that seem to extend out a bit.
Lonnie is just going to, I guess, send a quick prayer to, and it's like, look, I know I usually don't, pray for much, but please don't let Treadfort be in the air, and please let Treadfort be safe, and Lonnie is gonna drop concentration.
Alright. You are no longer the killer whale. You are now Lonnie.
You're now Killer Lonnie.
And I will figure out how to drop concentration later. Lonnie's gonna mount Lumi, and she's gonna say, like, quickly but quietly into to the palace. See if you can pick up on Zion or Boncho's scent.
Yeah, she sniffs. Says, "I smell Cabancho," and and she says, "I also smell a deadly rose. That's strange." And
Yeah, I think I saw Zion holding that earlier. I wonder what they were thinking about doing with it.
And so you ride in this direction, and I mean, you overhear Dwarvish coming from around the corner. Do you like speak Dwarvish? I don't imagine, but maybe. I don't know.
No, not for a couple more levels. Actually, a lot more levels.
Okay, you come around a corner and you see this thing. This motherfucker rotates right towards you, and there's like an angry beam in its eye, and it shouts, like, it emanates something in Dwarvish, and it steps right here.
Thought you said you found Cabancho.
And Lumi says, I did. He's just on the far side of whatever that is. And this thing does not look happy. To be fair, it has like a static expression on a metal face, so.
Bonnie's just going to call out and Harvey not undead but things that can't die. They're coming down the path towards here. Wolves are scared of them and they keep getting back up, and Lonnie is going to ask Lumi to head this way.
Alright, as that happens, the Moria Manhunter's right arm like clicks into place, and you realize those two things that look kind of like fingers are in fact loaded harpoons aimed right at you. It shouts something in Dwarvish, and then the moment Lumi starts to move, we find out next time on High Road. Thank you all for joining us. I can't seem to get the links to work, but I can show you the world. No, I can send the Disco link if anybody's interested. Talking more about the game, learning more about the game, having fun with the game. Here's what's up, Dreamers. We're back. DEADCREST episode 1. So the party is split. There is great violence, and now, we're about to have yet more combat. So, fun, excitement, danger awaits. Tune in for more. We're going to take this left to right, and then if Kai isn't back by that point of feedback phase, we can just I'll just get my feedback from him later, and that's the situation. Casey, it is your go.
I'm glad we had like some for the sea stuff, we were playing it kind of loosely. Although it did make some stuff a little bit weird. And I don't know, this adventure seems cool. This place seems cool. I'm glad that you very much tried to hint like, hey, like without explicitly saying the consequences. Most of the time, just like, like yeah, you have a bad feeling about this kind of stuff. And it's like even if we don't, like take your advice, you are willing to roll with it, and even if it means a party, where you have to run multiple shows now.
Indeed.
But yeah, it's just a very interesting mystery overall, and I am glad we did not have to fight a Kraken right now, because that would have sucked.
Yeah.
No, did you see that one character that fucking chunked it?
Yeah, she seems really good. She dealt 200 damage in a single attack. I wonder how she would be to fight.
Yeah, except that scares me more because I am pretty sure we're going to get into a conflict with her.
Yeah.
And 2 other people at the same time.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
No, we're
It's
just
not
gonna
as if
completely
one of
avoid
them
each other.
is extremely mad at my character's existence.
But Lonnie, why would they be extremely mad at a character's existence?
Oh, I'm also very much looking forward to leveling up because, yeah, it would be nice to actually be able to bypass this language barrier. It is good though, but also I would like to bypass the language barrier. So please let us level up soon.
All right, so Darren's turn.
Hi, yeah. Today was a lot of fun. That sea battle was pretty cool. Really did enjoy the chaoticness of it. I'm surprised we left. We were able to get out with our ship. Actually, I don't know if our ship is intact. Now that I think about it.
We don't.
Yeah, as I was saying, I don't think we actually know if the ship is still intact. So it's pretty cool. Man, I thought I was gonna die there. That would've sucked. But you did warn me. I was like, it'll be fine. Jeez. I can't wait to see what Tento's gonna be up to. I should learn to never split the party, but that would mean I would have to listen to Shin, and I don't do that, so. That's about it. Can't wait for next week.
Hell yeah! All right then, Shin.
Yeah. I'm glad we got session going again. I'm glad we're at the new arc, the new island. I do enjoy the rule of cool and the autonomy that you allow us for the ship battles. I think it would be nice to have like a baseline of like simple actions we can do. I mean, you kind of list them out every time we ask it, but if that was like in writing and like something like we can fall back onto, I think the ship stuff would go faster. Although I'm not sure how much you plan on using ship stuff after this arc. But,
well,
I guess besides our ship ride back.
Yeah, there is getting home, so.
Barely it'll be smooth sailing and nothing bad will happen at all.
Yeah, it'll just be a time skip away.
We cleared the path here. We just need to take the same path back, and we speed past the hags, and we're home free.
I do like the vibe of this island and like the ruins that we're at. But due to the ambiguity and like the directions that we may have missed or don't have, it's a little confusing on if there is any kind of like objective here or if we're just wandering ruins and just being adventurers.
Yeah, I mean, it's a non-significant portion of DEADCREST is figuring out what the fuck is going on.
Yeah. It does seem like there was like a stealth portion, but it also seemed like we instantly got caught.
And so it felt like it was
not really
like
a bad thing.
Okay, so it wasn't negative. It just felt like you instantly got caught.
It seemed like I feel bad that like it seemed like there was a whole aspect of this area that we could have like snuck around and explored.
I mean,
but one roll ended to that.
You've only been caught by one thing thus far, so you know.
No, that's fair. In terms of negatives, I mean, just in general, things were kind of clunky and we were all kind of rusty on things. But not really a huge bad thing. Yeah, that's my 2 cents.
That's good. And Kai, I assume you're not back? Okay, well, in that case, we're just going to raid out to some other people who we find to be live at the time. And that's the long and short of it. So, thank you all for coming through. It's a pleasure.
Thank you for hosting.
Here with you. Saito. See you on the flip. Au revoir. Au revoir, as they say.